All right, we're live.
What's up, everybody? Shawn Lewis and Vic Carrero
What's
here.
up?
We are ESB. We got the second match of the first round of the second winner take all here. This match will determine the other player facing Brian Trudeau in the finals.
Yeah.
$1,000 prize pool.
To the winner.
To the winner.
But that also means that the person who plays next week gets nothing.
The second place player.
Yeah.
Winner take all, as described. It's actually pretty interesting because it's just going to apply a lot more pressure on the finals. The second place player gets nothing, whereas traditional finals, both players would get paid. So it's adding a little interesting dynamic. Once, if you guys aren't familiar with the format, this is 10 ball, winner break, no 3-foul rule, jumps allowed, push outs allowed, and it's a medium fair match format.
Yeah.
Chris EIBERGER's Fargo is, I believe, 603.
606 as of today.
At the time of signing up, he was 603, so we're using the numbers from that in case there's a change. We already got everyone to agree to what it was, and I don't know if there's a difference.
I don't think so.
Probably not too much. It takes a little bit of time. Anyways, 13-8. Ray Pistoresi's Fargo is 530.
Yep.
Just winter break here, and this, like I said, this is going to be the second round, the second match of the first round, and then the winner will play next Monday in the finals against Brian Trudeau. All right, so Ray's called the bank here, made a ball, playing the bank shot, looks like. Probably a two-way, I would say. Looks like his cue ball is going to leave maybe a kick shot. I don't think he can hit the
It's Ray 530.
530. Yes. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Please like and subscribe, share if you can. Beginning of the match would be cool. Then people can find out about it if they're not up to speed with knowing that it's going on. We definitely appreciate all of everyone's support. Also, quick reminder or announcement, we are doing a $200 giveaway on our Facebook page for when we get to 1,000 YouTube subscribers. If you are not already subscribed on our YouTube, please do so.
Ooh.
Then you can go to our Facebook page, Easy Street Billiards Facebook, find the giveaway post and interact with it along with that screenshot of you being a subscriber or not subscribed, becoming subscribed. And then do the other things that are there. There's 4 things you can do total to get up to 4 entries in the $200 giveaway.
Yep.
So we're just being appreciative of all the subscribers and all the future subscribers by doing a giveaway to help us get over to the 1,000 subscriber mark. Ooh, is Ray going to be frozen behind the 3?
Yep.
Nearly. Definitely right behind it. Just put a little bit too much draw on that ball and floated up just a little bit too high. I like kicking 1 to 2 rails here. 2 rail kick is what I like the best, I think. Maybe a 1 rail kick. Definitely use a little bit of speed here. I would say not just lagging it.
I'm going to put up the poll here in a second.
See what else do we got going on. So on Wednesday, we've got the 4th week of the Titan of the Table.
Yeah.
Episode 4.
Bo is up $750.
Bo Bologna, 3-time Titan of the Table, coming back for a potential 4th. This is going to be a match against John Casey. Did we calculate the spot for that?
Yes, we did.
Bo Bologna is 641 Fargo, I believe. John Casey, I believe, is 543.
Yeah, I think it was
like that.
643, 543 when I did the flyer. But yeah,
So
we're
that's
gonna have John
happening.
Casey on.
That'll be medium fair match. That's our Wednesday Titan of the Table event. If you want to get involved with that, you can go to our Easy Street Billiards stream group and interact with that. There's a form you can fill out to get on the list. It's a waiting list situation. Once you get closer to the top, we will notify you that you're near the top, lock up your week to play, and take care of it that way. We're not publishing the list just to help keep a little bit of mystery surrounding it. Just know that if you're filled out the form, you can
You're on the list.
you can
And you'll hear from me.
yeah, you'll get confirmation you're on the list with Vic.
Yeah. So if you get any messages from me, please don't ignore them.
Yeah, so what do we have? Do we have something this Thursday?
This Thursday we got John Schreiner.
Oh yeah.
John Schreiner is going to be
Everyone's
playing.
favorite bartender at Scratch, unless you like Kelly more.
It was 642, 542. 14-8 is
14
the
to
spot.
8 is the Bo versus John Casey
yeah.
match.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be exciting. John Casey loves the 9-footers. That should give him a little bit of advantage in that case. Most of the lower players don't put the 9-foot table play as much, and then they struggle with the stroke on the 9-footers. Speaking of that, this is a Brunswick Gold Crown 3 with 4 3/8-inch pockets with Brunswick Centennial gray cloth provided by our sponsor, Brunswick Billiards. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, and the Polston pot.
Yeah, so this is no early 10s. So if you can call the 10 and make it, however, we'll just spot up and you continue your run.
Or you just make the ball you need to make and you move
Very
on.
nice. Who do we got in the chat right now?
How many people are watching?
We got 14. Mr. Samuel T. Cook, thank you very much for joining us. Hope you're still on. I know that was a comment from earlier asking about the Fargos. I think he's going to be okay. You're straight in, but he can twist it to the right just a little bit to create a little bit of angle off the rail. He hits. I think maybe he's drawing the ball. Can't really tell with the cueing. Yeah, center left. Nice shot. Watching Chris warm up, and he seems pretty solid. So this is going to be a good match. Ray's capable of running the rack out. So I'm excited to see how this goes down.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
Kind of wobbled it in, but it went in. Perfect on the 10.
And just like that. One down. Yeah, I think this one's a little bit different than the other ones that we've seen, right? Like the bigger spots are like 6 games or whatever it is. So this one's a little bit closer. So it's still impactful like every game that Ray wins, but not as much pressure as like a 16-6 kind of situation.
Yeah. And Ray's a little bit of a better player than those people that were getting 16-6, so that adds a little bit of layer of pressure to Chris as well, because Ray's going to be able to get out a little bit more often than a 450, definitely. So he's going to tax his opponent a little bit more. So it adds a little bit of challenge, but then I really feel like it's just kind of set up really nicely to just apply good pressure to both players, see how they navigate.
Yeah, John Schreiner is coming back on Thursday to play Troy Lemaire. And that's race the 9-9 ball for 500 in the middle.
500 in the middle. It's going to be good to see, John. We haven't been off to scratch too much lately. It's been hot.
Yeah, it does get hot at scratch. Luckily, we have AC here, so not in the house where we're at, but the guys do. So at least the players are comfortable. We've got our priorities in check.
If he can drill this one ball, just a little bit of just low ball so he can stop it kind of. Ooh. That could have been a break and run.
Oh, snap. We got Rob Polson in the house. What's up, Rob? How you doing?
What's up, Rob? So I already know, Rob, but how often do people make the Fight Club reference with your name? I'm just curious because it came up in my mind the other day. I'm not even going to relay it because I already know you know.
Dang, we gotta do another post and pot sheet. I'm out of space.
Dang, we're out of space in the first
Maybe here
sheet.
I could do it.
She's going to squeeze the list in. So y'all know the Polston Pot is we just keep records of all this pocket scratches. There's no penalty. It's just more of a fun thing that we're doing. We do have a match with John Schreiner, supposedly going to employ this theoretical Polston Pot.
Rob's funny. Right.
That's right.
Can't be talking about anything. What's up, Joe? How you doing?
Face the facts.
Oh yeah. Joe Town.
We just played that song by Murs. Be nice to
my boss.
To Vic's temporary boss.
He liked it. He's like, what?
I don't know if you remember, like, I don't know, a post. Maybe it's been several
Oh,
years.
dang. Same pocket, same problem.
Several years since that I found out about that song. Thanks to you, Joe. It's a great song.
Ooh, rooting for Christian, eh? Nice. Yeah, Chris said he's got a couple people. He said Ox Billiards is watching, or they got it up on the screen over there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think maybe Scratch has it on.
It's typical that if John Schreiner is around, then it'll be on. What is it, Monday?
It is Monday.
I don't even know who works on Mondays because we're working on Mondays.
I know, right? But yeah, John's got pretty much the last the last one-on-one scheduled match that we're gonna do as a primary thing. We're steering away from that kind of stuff to do more of the winner take alls like we're doing today, the Titan of the Table, and our new doubles format, Scotch Scony doubles.
Who's your? It's
Christian.
Christian is okay.
Christian signed up for Scotch with Amon.
Yeah.
On the stream. That's 10 ball, so different game. Different game, different partner. That's how it goes. Just kidding.
Specialists. Ooh, is he gonna bump the 7 and get behind it? Maybe Ray can masse. I don't know.
It's tough though, because it's in the middle of the table, so you'd be like stretched out, right?
Yeah, that's why I'd say the jump might not be able to be done, even if it's possible, just because it's in the middle of the table a little bit.
What's up, Steve?
Steve, what's up, man? Hey, I finally remember you. I was thinking about it, I was like, oh yeah, Steve. Anyways, nice to hear from you again, man. I appreciate you coming by and checking it out. Nice. Just getting a hit there was about as much as you wanted to do. You just don't want to give away any free ones. Make him earn it. You can only give away ball in hand with balls open so many times before you get taxed. I think that Chris is at the level with this Fargo that means that he should be able to run out some open racks with 6, 7, 8 balls on the table with ball in hand particularly. So you just have to prevent him from having those opportunities.
Ooh.
Yeah. Chris is having a little bit of trouble making those longer shots so far.
I see we got Amon in the chat.
Amon, what's up, man? I'm stoked you guys are going to play the first Scotch Scony.
We haven't even announced that yet.
Oh, excuse me. I was just looking at the flyer today. I guess we're waiting for one person.
Yeah. I'm missing a photo.
It's all confirmed. We just don't have the photo yet, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all confirmed. I just need
give it away,
yeah. Give it away now.
Because you did reference that Chris's.
I did, and then I realized it, and I was like, I won't say anything ever again. And then you.
I thought the cat was out of the bag already.
I know.
It's only halfway out. It's clawing and scratching, and it's about to get ugly, but it's about to be out of the bag.
We're doing good, chilling, trying to figure our lives out one day at a time.
Yep. We're just hoping really soon that we can make a huge announcement as we move forward to the pool hall.
Yeah.
That's all our energy is going to that, and this is part of that. I appreciate everyone that's joined us on the stream. If you all don't know, Vic particularly, but I as well am helping. Gonna open a pool hall in Tacoma in the next very short while. Just keep posted on the socials if you can. We're gonna have streaming on a lot of tables. We're planning for 20 tables of Evo streaming, so we'll be running a lot of stuff out of there with our YouTube. So please just jump in front of all that and go ahead and like and subscribe today. Because we know you all will be doing it later anyways. Plus we're doing that giveaway.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can, if you go to the Facebook post on our Easy Street page, then share and tag somebody that you don't know that might be interested in getting $200 worth of free merch.
Well, hopefully they
plays
do
pool.
know the person they're tagging.
Well, I mean, someone that they don't know if is already subscribed.
Yeah, totally. Someone that you think will enjoy our content.
Yeah, or just will subscribe because they want $200 worth of merch.
Yep, that too.
Free chances. All you have to do is do the things. Ooh, Ray kind of hit that 3 a little soft with the bridge. Christian's going to have to come all the way around the table. Maybe cue ball touches the 9. I don't think so. I think maybe it's more likely to bump the 7. Could even elect to play a bank shot into the side here and draw, go to the top rail and back up for the 4.
Amon, that's totally dependent on these landlords saying yes.
Yeah, the next.
I can't give you a time, unfortunately, until we hear back.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot more clarity after the next announcement. Right now, it's all just waiting for other people to do things that we have no control over. We're doing as much as we feel like we can do.
But if you're on the membership wait list, you should have gotten an email about something.
Yep, it's true. There are people that know more. Good bank. Maybe another bank. Why not?
Is who Zach? What? Who's Zach? Zach Ross?
Oh, face the facts. That's Joe.
Oh, yeah, it's Joe. Joe Town.
Joe Town. I've known Joe Town since Dr. Q's back in 2000. I don't know when that was. 2008. It's been a long time.
Dang it. Trying to get this stupid thing.
Pretty good save there. He's going to jump the cue ball, try to bank the 4 into the side of the 9, or he's calling the 9. I'm not sure. He called the side pocket, I believe.
Copy the link. Ooh. All right. I have now pinned the link to our $200 ESB merch giveaway post. I'm going to replace the pinned link with that.
Amon, it's not true that it's too far to get a membership. If you play pool every weekend, it might be worth you to consider becoming a member. We will offer, I think the majority of the tournaments are going to be members only tournaments, especially the weekends. We are going to have some public tournaments, but we're primarily going to be a membership spot. And if you don't mind driving down, we're going to be adding money to tournaments if you're a member for the members only tournaments for some of that stuff. But, as we continue to progress, then everyone will kind of figure it out and what we're going to do as we figure it out as well. I think that there's be a strong case to say that if your preference is to play on 9-foot tables and you want to play tournaments on the weekend, if you can drive just on the weekends or one day a week plus the weekends, I think it might be worth your while. It's not just the table time, but the value of competition and equipment as well if you're trying to improve the game. Nice. Played that off the side of the 9.
Yeah, because we're going to get projectors and stuff for drills. And we're going to have tighter pocket tables.
Yeah, if you live close enough to get to Randy's joint or Ox and want to do that, then I love that. It's more 9-foot tables is better for 9-foot table action, and that's what we're
And
pushing.
9-foot table pool, right? Like as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, action is in pool, like people playing on the 9-footers, not so much gambling as much as being as a primary thing, but just competing. Dang, 600 for bus. This is brutal. Sorry about all that. We do regularly post, 7 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday is our streaming schedule, minus 2 days next week. So we're missing Wednesday and Thursday next week because we're going camping, but we'll be back to the same schedule. But I have no idea why it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Uh-oh.
Chris missed the 9.
Dang.
This is the kind of thing that's hugely costly. Ray needs to make a pretty decent shot here to get position. I feel like he's supposed to make the shot. If he can get good position on the 10, he's looking solid to just tie it up at 1-1. Ooh,
Oh, Ray.
a little bit too much spicy on that.
Dang. All right.
Face the fact. Yeah, Joe. All that stuff is once we open, we will know because people will come to us.
Yeah, and Brunswick, we already are talking to Brunswick about doing stuff with them. So we definitely have stuff in the works for when we open. But we'll know more when we get there, I guess.
Yeah, our primary concern, truthfully, is to take care of the membership base more so than to draw professional pool players to the joint. If that is what the members want, then we will do and work towards that. I think that primarily we want to offer high quality equipment to our players at an affordable rate for people that want to put in a lot of hours and have the ability to put in a lot of hours, but don't necessarily want to commit tons of their resources or time resources to that matter to being in play. It just seems like it's difficult to get as much table time as you want to unless you have your own table at home.
Mm-hmm.
And certainly if you have your own table at home, it's mostly difficult to get people to come over and compete where you can really use that to get better. All right, Ray's taking that game 1-1. I think they're both willing to shake their head and just move on with that one.
Yeah.
But it's still early in the set, 1-1. We got a long way to go.
Oh, yeah, for 13-9. Especially if we're going to get to the Hill Thriller.
Yeah, this is... These fair match sets are very interesting to me. It's just that you get handed a few games as the lower player. And now it's a question is, will you capitalize? Statistics says that the favored player is still 60-40 with the race set up the way it is.
The higher rated player is favored.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's not like it makes it 50-50. It gives you a chance if you play well as the lower player to win. And if you don't play well as the lower player, it seems pretty hard. And the same goes to where the expectation is that your higher rated player needs to play up to their standard as well. Otherwise they will probably not win. Situation where you might be missing some 8, 9s, and 10s as the higher player. You're going to give some of those racks to your opponent. And then because of the spot, they can make it really tough for you without having to play their top necessarily game. You just can't be leaving too many easy ones. Man, that was a nice break. Let's see if Ray can convert here. He's a little steep to go forward, in my opinion. I really like playing super low with a touch of right English and kind of trying to turn the cue ball off the 1 and then a little bit of right so that it goes towards the 2. And if you use too much speed, I should say, of the cue ball, you won't be able to turn it and then you might go towards the 6, and the draw will take you too far. Anything that leaves you an angle to cut the 2 should be okay, though, so you don't have to get perfect here. A little bit too much speed went forward. Yeah, the angle of that shot made that both ways were difficult. I've been experimenting a lot more with going less rails, taking the 3 rail forward position with inside out of my repertoire a little bit, and adding in 1 to 2 rail positions as my next thing that I'm working on.
Did not get there.
I'll I guess Filler is one of the examples of guys that use a little bit less of that forward inside stroke and more just draw on 1 rail when possible. So I've been messing around with that. You got to keep evolving your game. See what works better for you. All right, we're very long here on this 2. I don't know if he can go forward or he has to draw it.
Yeah, 2 to 3 seems
Yeah, he's
pretty
gonna draw
tough.
here.
Yeah. Got it.
Very nice. 4 to the 5 is
tricky.
Can be tricky with the 6, right? You got to get a good shot on it, but because the 6 is kind of goes in the side or in the bottom left, you got some options to play from the 5 to the 6 if you get a little bit wonky on it. Just need to get an angle here and not be too far away.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, you just do center ball side to side. It'll go back to the other
right
rail and line up nice on the 5. You could draw for the 6 in the right side pocket.
Yeah, I think you want to play between the 6 and the 7 with your cue ball shape here, not try to go between the 5 and the 6. Very nice.
Just barely got there. Very nice.
You have to really trust your stroke there. You don't want to get straight in necessarily on that.
Yeah.
Very nice. He's a little bit below where he wanted to be, so he's going to have to go away from the 7 here. But I think as long as you just tap the 6 in, should be fine. Just don't on the 7 here. On the 7 is fine. That's good. Yeah, now you just use draw and make sure that you don't go too high up so that your 8 doesn't, shooting the 8 doesn't bump the 10. Very nice. It's almost perfect. Might be able to just stun to get straight in on the 10. A little bit of draw maybe. It's looking to go 2-1 here. If you can run these 2 balls. Just a stop shot. Perfect. Pretty close, but he's almost straight in. This is ideal almost. Got to make sure you use a little bit of a shortened stroke.
There it is, 2-1.
All right. I want to say thank you to the sponsors, Northwest Tap. We got cleanslatepooltables.com. Tibbitts at Fernhill, best brunch in Tacoma.
Oh, yeah.
And Brunswick Billiards, 180 years in the biz. Thank you so much for your contribution to pool. Northwest Tap, definitely one of the best leagues in this area. Got a nice combination of allowing new players to get involved and also getting a little bit higher skill cap so that players can play together for a little bit longer as they develop. And it's more centered around the weekly theme versus some of the leagues, which you mainly seems like you just get in there to qualify for higher level tournaments. So it kind of depends on what you like. It's definitely a good balance of all the things. There's a couple tournaments a year that you can just pretty much get into without having to play with your team. He's made one ball. I don't think he has much here. Cutting the one to the bottom left. Coming around for the 3 looks a little bit tricky there. And then the 4 is tucked under the 9. See what he does here. I don't think he can go bottom right. But if you can go bottom left here, I think draw. And then try to draw max to go straight across and then either play the bottom left for the 3 or be below the 6 or potentially just go below and then play the 3 in the right side pocket. Ooh. I think he's left them.
You don't think he can get it?
No, I think he can make it.
Oh, okay.
Looks like he's left them.
Oh.
Now I think you just draw back and just stay on the side rail so that you can use that 0 rail position to draw between either the 6 and the 10 straight across or between the 6 and the 8 to get it up in that window for the 4. Yeah, a little overdraw. Now he's going to have to really be a little bit more precise.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to come out as much here. You have to draw straight back a little bit more. But this is still totally doable. Just going to just draw past the side just a little bit.
Yeah, enough to get past that 9.
Yeah, and if he's good, it gets good on the 4 here.
Ooh. Got to make the 3 first.
Yeah, see now, Chris can just go forward 3 rails back towards the center of the table and have an angle once he gets to the 3rd rail. So just about how close he gets.
Right. Nice.
Yep, now he's going to just have to roll it in. He can't do much here with the cue ball.
The 8's kind of tricky.
Absolutely. You might play the 8-9 combo. It's kind of straight in, but a little bit off angle. It's not my favorite situation, but it is what it is. It's tough to get underneath in between the 8 and the 9 to shoot the 8 all the way down.
Yeah.
Oh, is he straight in? Nearly straight in. I wonder if he can draw and come towards the 7 a little bit if he's at that angle or if he's like really straight. If he can draw towards the 7, you might put a little bit of right English to turn the cue ball down towards the 6 if it hits the first rail. A little bit of reverse.
Oof.
Ooh. Over reversed it.
Option. Ray's gonna take it.
Gotta take it. Yeah, I think so. I don't know if you can get really squirrely here and try to bump the 8, but with left English. But I think you just go up and down. Went for it. Nice shot.
Got the 9 out.
Yeah.
The 6 goes in the bottom right.
Yeah.
With some draw. You could draw it over. And just hit the 8 in.
Yeah, this shot you can draw to the side rail and back out, or you could play a little bit of right English and then play to the end rail and then to the left side rail, come in between.
Like that.
Yeah. Got a little bit of a bump there. I think he's going to be okay. Now you just want to get draw over for straight in on the 9, I think.
Mm.
You can go forward as well, whatever you like, but I like draw here.
There it is.
Yeah, it's a little long. He wanted more.
He wanted more straight, I think, here, right?
Yeah.
Like not.
Seems like he just put a little bit less speed on that, or maybe he might have put a little bit of left English, which is why it seemed like it rolled forward a little bit more than go to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of got a little bit of a check on it, and that makes the cue ball slow way down.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to have to make this ball here. Got to feel the stroke, believe, nice and smooth. You don't have to hit this hard.
But you can if you want.
Whatever helps you make it. That's how I like it. People are like, oh, well, how do you do this? I'm like, well, I would just hit it any way that I think I can make it.
Yeah.
If you got to hit it hard to make that happen, then hit it hard by all means. If you feel like you can baby it and that's your best shot, shoot it that way. I see no reason to deviate from what you think is the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Playing the side. Short.
Didn't get there.
Yeah, sure he would have liked to have gotten that back. You gonna check on the dog?
The dog's right here.
What's Logan then? All right, let's see what he does here. I think you got to draw this to avoid any potential scratching.
Yeah.
This makes it a tester. This is what you're here for. Your opponent made a mistake, and now this is your shot to capitalize. You make a couple of these, you make it really tough.
There you go.
3-1. All right.
So we got a 10-8 race now.
10-8 race, yep. Thanks everyone for joining us. Once again, please like and subscribe if you can.
Enter the giveaway. Get $200.
Oh yeah.
Do the thing. I pinned the link in the comments.
If you want to get on the stream, go to the Easy Street Billiards stream group on Facebook. 3 different ways that you can get in. The tournament that we're playing right now is not open to be signed up for at all times. We're basically filling one at a time as we go.
Yeah, we're doing it on a rolling basis.
Yeah, we're creating a list for Wednesday's Tighten of the Table event. And on Thursdays, we're doing Scotch Sconies, and we're taking players for that, for the list for that as well. If you can either be a single player with no partner, and you can be willing to play with whoever we match you up with as your partner, or you can come with your own doubles team.
Yeah, it might be faster for you if you sign up as a team. But, like right now I've got one single player who we don't have a match for yet. So if you sign up as a single player, you'll be matched up with them. So it just depends really on who's on the list, on how fast it goes.
Yeah, we're just going to keep doing that. It seems like it's going to take off and do well. And that's a modified doubles format combination of singles and Scotch doubles.
It's 500 a team too. It's 1,000 in the middle.
Yep.
And the winner stays on from week to week, similar to Tighten of the Table.
$250 a stick per week. Winner stays on. Catch a little bit of a roll, get a gear going. We won a few bucks. On Wednesdays, Bo Bologna's won 3 weeks in a row, looking for his 4th victory.
Yeah, this Wednesday is looking
this
for
Wednesday.
the 4th.
And all this is medium fair match for the doubles. For the Sconies, it'll be
Based on the average.
based on the average of your 2 Fargos, medium fair match versus the average of the 2 Fargos of your opponent. Pretty good safe there. I think he's left
window
the edge of the ball
through the
he
window.
Can kick between the 7 and the 2
to
go below it as well. I don't think he can make it.
No, I just mean there's a window between the 2 and the 6 to hit the edge of the ball.
Yeah, definitely. Both players seem very reserved right now, which is it's nice to see. They're not too many outburst reactions.
Oh yeah.
Not that that's so common. It just the emotions can run high enough to kind of affect your play. Part of what we're here for is to help people have an opportunity to watch themselves play on serious situation, get a little bit of commentary, which we're providing, and then you can go back and watch it later and really get some hopefully good information and help you improve your game over time.
Ooh, nice safe.
Kinda.
I don't know. Maybe he can make it.
Just got to that.
I can't tell if the 6 is like up on the cue ball enough to like make the 1 ball not playable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it looks to me like it goes past, but I could be wrong.
Well, and I said that before the 1 ball stopped rolling. Kind of rolled into the line.
It's amazing how that happens so often where you're like, oh, as long as I don't end up right here and that ball's right there, I'm good. And then there, boom, all of a sudden. The mind is a very, very interesting device.
And powerful.
Yeah, Ray looks like he can make it.
Nah.
Played safe, though, I think. Maybe that's the safe play, though, really.
Can he kick at it between the 7 and the 10? I can't. It doesn't look like he can get there. Maybe he can if he puts like right English on it.
I don't think he can cut it or go between the 7 and the 10, but I think he can hit the outside edge of it.
Yeah.
And then go 2 rails back towards the 8 or the 3.
Yeah.
He's going to leave the window.
Yep.
Once again, but this is still pretty decent. One of these players needs to put a good safe down here to get it rolling. I like the same safe here that Christian played. It's to play the cue ball kind of
behind
between the 6 and the 1. Bank the 1 between the 7 and the 10 towards the 9.
Right.
Then you have 3 balls to hide from behind ultimately with the 7 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just play the speed of the cue ball. That looks pretty good. I think Christian's going to have to jump here. There's not much here for kicking. Maybe he can kick to the right of the 5 and hit the top side rail, not the bottom side rail. I don't think gets you there with left English. But I feel like a jump shot here makes sense. I'd probably jump this ball, call the 1 in the side,
and
then hope the cue ball goes to the left. And then if you make it somehow, you're going to have a long shot on the 2. He's playing the corner bank. Maybe that's the same shot, and I just can't see the angle. Did pretty well just to get over it. That was close to the ball. If you're accurate with your 1, you can play between the 2 and 6 and then play your cue ball over to the left rail. The other shot you might try, this is way speed dependent, is to play the cue ball behind the 7 and you go towards the rail with the 1, cutting it to the right.
Mm-hmm. And just trying to lock it up on the back of the 7.
Yeah, which is like this shot. Just so tough to not over roll it. You're rolling like across the zone. Still tricky here. If you play the window, the cue ball carom between the 6 and the 2, I think that's your best spot. If you hit the 6, though, you're going to probably sell out a shot.
Nice.
Jump triple combo. Let's go.
Dang. I think maybe the 7 looks like it would be wired to go close. I mean, but the 5's in the way. So it's like, I feel like in order to get 3 ball combo, you need to cut the 1 a little bit more. What do I know?
He's called something in the side.
So probably the 5.
Yeah, to me, the 5, yeah.
Let 7 go past the 5. I feel like 175 is a lot to ask.
Yeah. Well, you just got to get over the ball.
Yep.
A little bit sure you got to call something. Yeah, that's a tough jump. You got to jump and get down on the ball real quick. You can jump over.
What is going on with the cue ball? Is there like residue happening?
I think that maybe Ray miscued and that might have left a little residue on the cue ball.
Got it.
Yeah, this is pretty decent positioning for these balls for Christian here. Just get a little bit below the 2 so that he can shoot in the side and go between the 5 and the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just stay in control here. It's a little straight. Might have to play this a little bit steeper angle.
Yeah, and then just bring it up to like middle of the table to shoot it in the right side.
Yeah. 5 to the 6 can be difficult unless you get really nice. Speed shot, I think just play touch of right and then go straight, try to get straight in on the 5. Ooh, he's going to be hooked, I think.
I don't know about that. Squeak almost out just a little bit.
Thought it was going to go more towards the 10.
Yeah.
Off the rail. This is pretty good. Now you can just use draw.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you don't bump the 8 on the bottom of it, probably end up with the shot. Like the top, I should say, coming from the other way.
Mm-hmm. Dink. There you go.
There was a spot there where you could have gotten hooked.
Mm-hmm.
You did that pretty nice. Just playing the ball a little bit long and making sure that he gets the right angle, which is good. How's the chat doing? Everybody awake still? We got 28 watching. Y'all having a good time?
All right.
Looking good here. This is solid pool right now from Chris.
We got, what was it 82% Chris in the votes?
Ooh.
Oh.
It's going to have to be elevated over the 10. This has got a little, really, isn't it interesting how it can get tough on you real quick?
It does do that, I've come to find personally. What's up, Chris Aldrich? How you doing?
Thanks for checking this out, man. Yep. Chris Aldridge he's on some lists, right?
Yep. He's
That's
on
right.
some lists.
We can't talk about it. I
We
forgot.
don't talk about it. Be about it.
Rob Holston knows what I'm talking about.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
mega
for
stretched
sure.
out. He's going to have to use the bridge or an extension here. This can make it a little bit tougher. Maybe he's stretched out. I haven't seen his bridge game. He said he's played quite a bit of snooker, so I feel like he's capable. You definitely acquire the bridge skills when you play snooker.
Yeah, we got to keep the suspense alive, Chris. Can't be telling people things.
Over Drew. Is he going to get the side?
Maybe.
Decent on the side.
Yeah, it's not a gimme.
Yeah, it's
especially with this table with the like slightly tighter pockets.
Yeah, you want to play drop in on this, meaning you don't want to play it to hit the rail, the top rail there. You just play it straight into the center of the hole, which is not big from this angle.
Yeah, it's a little more steep than you want it to be. That's for sure.
I like him to make this ball though. Seems like his shot making is good. Ooh, short.
All right, Raymond. What are we doing? Are we banking this bad boy? That's what I would do.
You like the top or the bottom left here, or the
bottom left?
Bottom
I mean,
right?
you could do either way. I mean, I don't think I would do probably bottom left, but I don't know. Sometimes I'm feeling the right side when it's angled to the left, if that makes sense. Safety, sold it out.
Yeah. It's tough. That safe is one of the most difficult shots.
That's why you go for it and you don't play safe here.
It's one reason to go for it.
I've made this shot on many a person. Or made that shot.
When the 10 is in the middle of the table, it's very difficult to thin off the side of it and not leave a shot. If it's on the side a little bit closer to one pocket or the other, then cutting it towards the middle makes a lot of sense. I've kind of developed the decision that I'm actually going to play a two-way bank on that shot. Ooh, is he going to draw into the side? Almost. 4-1. Dang, Ray's had two golden opportunities. I don't know what is golden for 9-ball. What would be golden for 10-ball in blue? Azure opportunities. I know, I'm trying to next level nerd humor. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
No, what is this? 9-8 race. We're going to be playing even almost all the way out, basically. See if Ray can catch a little bit of speed here.
It's getting to be closer to even now.
Yep. 3, 4, 6. Oh, open table. Dry break. Ray's got a good chance here. It's not much you have to do to get position on the 2. Just roll forward a little bit below the 6 and then leave a good angle. You can either play for the angle to play between the 4 and the 8, or you can try to come all the way up and play the 3 and the side. But I really like just playing the window between the 4 and the 8 to play the 3 to the top left. So you want to be a little bit straighter. Ooh, didn't get there. See what Chris can come up with. This is tricky with the 10 right there. Can't hit that side of the ball. So he might be able to play really full and then go to the left side rail and back up one rail. I don't know if he can draw straight out of this or not. All right, two-way bank here. I like banking the side, stop shot, cue ball, roughly leaves you the angle for the 3 in the top left. So a bank makes sense here. Play your speed such that the 2 comes back across behind the wall of balls as a two-way measure. Ooh. Played safe and nearly went into the drink. Almost Polston pot situation.
Almost. It would be the first one of the day.
Hit both points. I don't know if he was a scratch there or not. That he was kind of in front of the hole. Maybe he was blocking the entry at all. Now the 3 does not go in the top left, so we'll see what Ray does here. I would consider banking the 2 in the bottom left and going up table with the cue ball. Then if you do make it, your cue ball is going to travel up and towards the 7, maybe between the 6 and the 7 to get a shot on that 3 in the left side pocket. And then your 2 will be down table if you miss, which is an additional like safety measure. Always hit it way thin.
Ooh.
Ray needs to take a breath here.
Take a walk around the block.
Disappointment showing.
Yeah, and that's when you can get into that like slippery slope of negative mindset, right?
Yeah. And that's one of the issues that people deal with, is everybody has their thing that they do when they're starting to play a little bit bad, and it just takes a while to figure it out. It really does. This game will test your mental game more than I think any other. Oh, Chris has got to kick at the 3. See, this is one of those situations that's interesting where Ray felt like he'd sold the farm.
Yeah.
Right? So he felt the disappointment of leaving what he thought was an easy opportunity for Chris. And now Chris is actually having to kick at the 3, which is basically showing you we got a little bit of hope here. It's not over, and then Chris can still make a good hit here and recover, which he almost did, but did not. Now he's left actually the ball's really open. And then if you think about Ray's perspective now, if he's released the negative result or the negative reaction to the last shot that he sold out and went full cycle with the emotions, now he should be reset and ready to attack this 3 ball. And if he hasn't, then it'll be more of the same. Very interesting how the mindset and the mental stuff affects your pool game. You just got to pick a shot, find a cue ball position that makes sense, and then find the stroke in your heart or wherever it comes from, and then shoot the shot. Anything else is not your best process. Continuation. One thing I'd wonder about is like each person's like the length of their emotional cycle is a little bit different, right? Be interesting to like clock it when you're playing pool.
Ooh.
I think Chris has sold out, not really sold out, but it left Ray just enough to go to the right rail, one rail kick at the 310. Yeah, and you just got to take a breath here. It's still early. He recognizes, Ray, that you've had opportunities and that you just have to continue to go after them. You know, that's all you can do here.
Did he call the 10?
I didn't see it. I was checking the chat for a moment. Talking to 600 or bust.
Yep.
Ooh, I feel like he may have feathered it. I don't know. Maybe not.
I don't know. Didn't look like it to me. Didn't look like the 3-ball moved at all, but
Yeah.
I could be
Could
wrong.
have just been a shadow. Sometimes the shadow is close and then there's a slight.
Oh, it did move.
Did it?
It looked like it did, actually.
Yeah, we're not refereeing this game.
Go back and look. Wasn't.
Now you gotta go forward.
Dang it.
Forward still. You were still not forward enough. Okay.
There it is.
We are not refereeing this game, so it's call your own fouls.
But yeah, if you look at it, it looks like it might have moved like a half a millimeter.
Yeah, I know, right? Like one frame. Like I said, it's just a spidey sense.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good layout here, though, to run the balls out.
Oh yeah, this 8 to the 9 is probably the tough part here.
True.
We're watching Ray's shot again, just for
posterity.
Yeah. Like I said, if Ray wasn't paying attention enough to see if he had hit it, that's his tell. That's a sign as well. Because I thought it may have moved.
Look at it.
It does look to me like it rocked, just like didn't even move. It just got moved temporarily and then went back to the same position.
Right.
Which is really tough to call it if you didn't have someone watch the shot. Because the 3 is still, to me, looks like it's exactly the same spot that it was, but it just seemed to me as though it rocked just
ever so slightly. Yeah, I'd have to zoom in and do the thing.
But like I said, again, we're not refereeing that. That was close, and you can't even really tell, even from the video, that easily if it moved. It just kind of like, huh? Without a zoom in and a refresh. All right, Chris is a little bit full on this ball, but on the wrong side of it. So now he's gonna have to play.
Can he play it off to the side rail and back?
I don't know how easily he can hit that much speed.
Ooh,
yeah, he tried
Chris.
to cheat the pocket to get the straight back draw and didn't get there.
Yeah, I was just thinking center ball at that cut angle. I would think would just drift into the side rail and back out.
Yeah, I think that appeared to me as though he was thinking that's too steep or not steep enough to go to the side rail and back out, and he didn't want to get stuck on that with that cut to the left and have to come back around. Let's see what Ray does here. Just gonna draw to the middle of the table, one rail, mostly low, touch of right. Jeez,
whoa.
Ray's struggling.
Did he get behind the 9? Oh, snap. Wild.
Chris has got a shot here. Just jump the ball, make it, and then go around the table. You could actually kick one rail out as well. Either shot's legit here, whatever you like best. If you make it by kicking at it, then your cue ball will hit the rail and come back towards the 9 and the 8. So I think it's a speed shot. But you got to land on I think you got to land on the 7 here to pocket it in this jump shot.
I forgot to tell him about interviews. Made it.
Whoa. That was cool.
Really nice. Like here, I would think like low left to kind of pull the cue ball behind the 9 underneath
Trying
it.
to bump it. You trying to bump it with that shot is what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it would work the way I thought, but
I think he's playing 2 rails back and forth. Came up short.
Yep. Backward bank to the side pocket. Let's go.
Yeah, you gotta use a lot of speed to do that.
I do that.
You can bank it to the top right and then play a little bit more controlled speed as well.
True.
Although that's
It's
a little
probably
bit
the
thin.
smarter shot.
It's a little bit thin. You might play the cue ball 2 rails under the 10 and play the 9 to the top rail, 1 rail, touch a left. Speed shot as such.
Safety.
Came a little bit short.
Didn't get behind the 10, but left Ray pretty long. See if Ray can calm down. You know.
Yeah. Just gotta see the ball go in, play position, every shot. Nothing to it but to do it. Yeah, he seems to have gotten into a spot where he's just totally in his head here. I don't think he thought about that shot at all before he hit it. Didn't visualize very well or deeply. Just left Chris a prime opportunity just to go 2 rail punch, 1 rail stroke towards the end rail and back towards the 10. You don't want to get in your own head here. It's just you're denying your own abilities, basically what's happening. It's a little straight, but I think he's okay. It's not straight in on the rail. So he's just going to level cue. Pocket this ball.
What's up, Uncle Brian? Brian's trying to see who's going to be.
Brian.
Brian's tuning in to see who his opponent's going to be.
I feel like that's a sound strategy. 5-1, everybody.
Yep.
8-8 race. Ray likes to play from behind, I guess.
Sometimes you need to feel it. Get in there, you know. Sometimes you let that go too late, you know.
What's up, Brian? Nice to hear from you.
He's doing recon mission for the upcoming.
Yeah. So far, seems like could have been back and forth. Just recently, the last couple games, Ray seems like he's gotten a little bit in his own head about what things are going on, and he's not quite thinking straight. Not giving himself an opportunity to be successful here. Kind of got down quickly on that safe and just shot it like he didn't care.
Like, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, or this is what I should do, so I'm going to shoot the shot even though I don't feel comfortable with it. And then kind of just hasn't figured out how he's, you know, we're here to figure it out. This is one of those spots where, and it's easier said than done, you got to really just got to tell yourself that it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And that the whole time you're just setting up for that moment. Doesn't matter what the score is. You can figure it out and you can start being successful from any point.
Yep. Whew. That worked out.
Yep.
Yeah, Brian, you're right. I feel like anybody who's really trying to go in fully prepared is taking note of maybe things that their opponent is struggling with, to understand the way that they play. So I agree with that.
Nice hit for Ray. Almost made it. It's a good effort. He's got to see that it's a good effort. It doesn't matter that you sold what looks like an easy shot.
It's hard to get to the 2-ball though from there.
Exactly. So much of this is it doesn't matter what it looks like. You're still in it, and that's what matters. And if you think about like, oh, it's too easy for him, I keep leaving him all these easy opportunities, I'm not hitting the ball right, all these negative things, then you won't see that he's actually,
Ooh.
sort of getting fortunate, and he's not playing great until the balls are open. He's running the balls when they're open, but he hasn't been able to run the balls when there's traffic yet. But I would be a little bit more concerned if he was running the balls in traffic. He's gotten some fortunate safeties, and it's worked out for him. And that doesn't have to not continue. Of course, he can continue. I would just hope to be seeing that. Well, I think Chris is going to be able to make this ball. It almost came to the side rail just enough to be tough for Ray or for Chris. And like I said, this is another opportunity. You just kind of be like, you know what? I made a good hit. Didn't work out. He's got to run the balls. He has to prove it. He's using right English or left English here.
I
think he can make it.
From here?
Maybe not, but it looks like maybe.
It looks like I think he could graze the edge of the ball, but maybe he can make it. I can't really tell.
He's called it in the bottom left.
Yeah, doesn't mean he can make it. Just kidding. But the camera angle is deceptive.
He hit it very full, so it definitely was makeable.
Coulda.
It's a little tricky.
Come on, Ray. Let's see some signs of life.
We're rooting for Ray because we need to get this hill action. It's good pull. It'd be nice to see him pull out of it. He's in a little bit of a slump right now in his head, and just being able to play through it, figuring it out, is important.
Yeah, it's definitely huge if you can turn around. Ooh, that was unfortunate.
He's got to be a little more confident.
Yeah, he can come off that top rail though and kick at it. Maybe just graze the front of it.
I like
rail.
I like kicking to between the 9 and the 10 and trying to make it.
Going the other way. Yeah, I was thinking that if you go that way, you could safety if you like. But.
Yeah, either shot's whatever you like. Say if you're right-handed, the cueing of going up behind the 5 is way tougher than going to between the 9 and the 10. So it's part of the decision-making has to do with the execution difficulty based on the lie of the balls.
Mm-hmm.
Using the bridge here is tougher than the other shot. Not to say that either are easy to execute.
What's up, Brett? Got Brett Miller in the house. See, this is exactly what I was thinking. Was trying to safety, but I didn't know that the 4 would come up that much. I was thinking more like graze the 4, leave it near where it was, and bring the cue ball down. But
yeah, he's gonna play for another shot here. I feel like I don't think Chris can cut this in the side very easily. Maybe he's gonna go for it.
Bank it. That's the shot.
Bank shot is the shot.
I know.
If you're going aggressive, the bank is the shot, and then you can play your cue ball
all the way around the table.
All the way around and play the 5 in the top left, I think.
Dang.
Yeah. Chris is just leaving Ray off balance here. Yeah, the defensive game.
I know.
It throws some people off, but it actually makes me play better, I think, because the more reps I get, the more comfortable I get with the cloth, and the more I start to be able to see what's really going on. That's the narrative I always use, to where if it gets into these games, I feel like you've dropped right into my trap. You don't want to play this with me, is the way I try to tell myself.
Yeah.
Because I'll just continue to make better and better shots, and then as I continue to move, I'm just going to get more confident. And that's just a mindset thing that you try to tell yourself. You know what I mean? It's not like it's.
Ooh, nice hit. Did he get? I was hoping he'd get behind the
Right.
seven.
You just can't be so like this is the end of the world.
I know, right?
That's not what's happening.
You could definitely see the expression there. He was just like, "Dang it!"
Yeah, the thing about this is, and this is like kind of for me, it's just the way the game is, where it's set up to punish you. If you think you're getting unlucky, you will get unlucky. It's set up that way. So much of it is you have to believe in your own luck and believe that it's going to turn around, and you can't really think of it any other way and then enjoy yourself when you're playing pool in these situations, because I've been there where I've thought too much about me not getting lucky when I needed to, and thinking more about in my mind that I'm like, you know what, my opponent's allowed to get lucky for as long as it continues to happen, because it'll eventually come around to me where I will start getting that luck. They maybe are benefiting from the luck right now, but I will be getting it eventually. And then I just need to get through this moment, make it tough for them to minimize the effect of luck that they're experiencing, their bonus luck, so that then when my bonus luck comes, then I can maximize and capture that momentum that they are getting, because they continue to get lucky. And you just have to battle with that. It's just like, if you're under the water trying to surface and all that, you have to battle to get to that place. It doesn't matter how long it takes. See, another one. This is all good. All these shots have just led you to be like, you know what? I've just continued to grind. He is not comfortable. I can come back. It's not like he's just running out every time, Or he's just got to come with one good shot to get a good opportunity, and then he can run out,
Yep. Yeah, I know that, like, when your opponent is constantly getting rolls and then you're also missing, I feel like that's just a compounding.
It's huge
on your psyche,
it's
huge.
That's why you just got to stick with it mentally. Your opponent eventually is going to get lucky. It's just the way the game is. There's randomness to it, and then if you're not fighting that and the battling and staying tough through all that, you're just making it easier for your opponent to get you, and it's not what we want, and it's just a tough thing to deal with as it's going. It's like he could easily miss this ball wide, bank the 6 towards the 8, and then go under the 7 and hook him behind the 7, and that is totally there, because he's going to probably play the 7 in the bottom, in the left side or the left top. So he's playing his cue ball underneath.
Oh,
yeah, but he's left them. And seeing now all that emotion that Ray was feeling
unnecessary
was totally unnecessary. He actually has a perfectly good 5-ball run opportunity, and that the energy that was spent thinking about how unlucky you're getting has not helped you with this shot. So I hope a lot of this is we try to help the players that are playing see kind of where they can do better, because Ray's capable of executing and running out when he's playing his game. It's just a question of like, well, when you're not playing your game, well, what is it? What do we need to do? A lot of it's just deciding. It doesn't matter what it looks like. We just go. No one is stopping you from making this ball except for you. So you just got to let yourself do it. Don't hold yourself back. Nice. See? Perfect. That was perfect. What more do you need to see that you're playing good? Pretty routine here now. Yeah, and if Ray gets out here, he can start putting a little bit of pressure on Chris because Chris has felt zero pressure. It's all been self-inflicted. Same as what he was doing with what Ray's dealing with, just a little bit of jitters, leaving my opponent early, easy outs and didn't get there. Then he didn't get there either. So then he just got to gradually grind it out.
There you go, Ray.
Yep.
Looking good.
Just use your brain. Shoot the shot that's in front of you.
I feel like he's more straight in like I would want to be here.
Yeah, definitely. Wouldn't like to be using the stroke here. If I could.
A little overall, but
Yep. Now you just got to be like, touch it right so I can avoid the scratch. Play it right, the cue ball right to that chalk where you put that chalk down. Perfect.
Nailed it.
Yep, that's what you want to do. Cue ball to a safe location, 5-2.
5-2. All right. Ray Pistoresi putting it on the board.
You know, that's how you figure it out. You go and do these things, feel the feels, so you can get back into it later and just be like, yep, I just got in my own head. And once I get done with that part of my life, then I'm going to be good to go. And that's really what it's all comes down to. So much of this game is just mental stuff that you got to work on. Like, why am I reacting like that? That is foolish. It's not helping anything. And yet it's a challenge to not only change your behaviors, but first just observe that it's happening and be real with it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's really important to like when you're trying to change, you know, just to really know, you know, see yourself doing the thing that you don't want to be doing and being like, what do I have to do within myself to change the perspective that I have that makes me react this way?
Yeah, like we're these balls, like, do I not feel like I deserve to do it? Because if you feel like you deserve it, then it will happen, right? You just like, well, I did the work, whatever work it was.
Ooh, Polston Potts.
He raised a little like under it there, but look at the 5. That's not easy. It's not so easy to get to the 5 here.
But I scratched on the break. Sorry.
It's not what we want. That's true. We don't want to scratch on the break. It's true. With that being said, it's done. You did it. Now you look, okay, well, what's my real chances here? I'm like, well, can he get from the 4 to the 5? Yeah, he could. He could play safe on that. Thing is that it's not automatic. 2 to the 3 with the 4 being there, that's not easy.
Yeah.
You know, he's got to play several shots in a row just to get to a good opportunity for the 5. Not to say that that's, you know, why you're supposed to feel great about it, because your opponent's likely to make a mistake. However, it just means that you just don't know what's going to happen.
Yep.
He's a little steep on this. I think he's okay. Now I don't like going below or drawing here. I like to play a follow, play the 3 to the bottom right. And then if you hit this with too much spin, you're going to go forward too far and be really steep. That's a good shot.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good so far. Now this is the key shot. Is 4. Because that really determines what you can do to get to the 5. We finally, and this is like, well, what do you got to do here? Stop shot to leave a draw shot, which is like tough, or roll perfectly for the right angle. If you get thin on the 4 into the side, the left side, which is what looks like could happen if he overrolls, then you won't even be able to attack the 5. Yeah, he's thin on it. Now
trickled it in.
Now he's so thin that he cannot really do much here to get to the 5 to break it out or get underneath it and play the safe underneath. He's going to have to maybe pocket in the 4 in the top left and go forward. And then the best shot that he can come up with is probably a bank on the 5 or play safe. it's easy to get there, you know, and it takes experience to like look at a layout and be like, you know what? Anybody can get out at any time, but I don't need to feel like this guy's just going to do it.
Nice shot.
I don't think he can make it. That was great to get down there.
Yeah.
He's going to have to play safe here, I'm pretty sure, right? So this is what you're hoping for. One more shot. Hope you've been saving your energy. This is when it's about to happen. You don't know what you're going to get.
Calling the bank.
Ooh, the bank. All right. I love that. He got down there then. He almost had a shot at it. It looked like he had not much.
Yeah, if he can get that, then he can bring the cue ball around for the... Ooh.
Dang.
I was thinking for the 6 just like that, but didn't quite get there. But now you got the 5 on the side.
This is it. Another 5 ball out here. This is a little tricky to get on the 6, right? That doesn't matter. You got to be like, you know what? I have chances here. I'm getting chances. He could just be running out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the better you get, the more you realize every opportunity that you get is like luck.
Well, they say that they did that study, right? That like if you believe in your luck, you actually are lucky.
That is that way. You know, you start to take advantage because you're expecting it to happen, and then you see it when it's real way more easily and clearly than someone that believes they're unlucky that has to feel like they're working hard. Yeah, the key here is just to tell yourself that you're lucky and you're good. Just playing the bottom left a little bit flat here. This is going to be a nice shot if you can make it. Yeah, see that? To me, I would not shoot a shot that I thought I could miss. I thought you got to shoot it into the side and then you roll down and you try to bump the 6, draw into the 7 or something. You can always play safe. And shooting a shot that you're never going to be able to get safe on is really tough action when you haven't quite got your in and stroke. So that's a lot of that's just experience. So now Chris has a 5 ball out here. All he's going to do is just draw. If you can get good on the 7, then he's fine. If he clips the edge of the 10, he could be in trouble here. So he's going to draw. He's going to go into the 10 maybe.
Missed it. Got around it.
That's what you needed. Perfect. What angle he's got. Sorry about the choppiness. If y'all were having a little bit of a tape delay on our end. Made a nice shot there to get on this 9. Now I think you just got to use high left here. He's a little straight. He knows he's kind of really feeling like he knows that he can't use too much left English and get the action forward that he wants. He's gonna have to hit this with a little bit more juice or punch to get off that top rail.
Good shot. It is.
Good shot.
So if he makes this, it's going to be 7-7 race.
Yeah, 7-7 race. Yeah, we are even.
Looks like Ray took his glove off, so it looks like they might be taking a player break.
Yeah, and then I think Ray accidentally threw his glove onto and it hit the screen and removed Chris's score.
Yeah, great.
That was wild.
Amazing. Whoa. There we go.
We're back.
6-2.
That
We're
was
so
wild.
back. All right. So
All right, this is
We're-
a good. I like this opportunity for Ray to take a little bit of a breather and a break in his mind. This is where we got to develop. We got to have a technique that we fall back on to get ourselves a little bit more accepting. And what do we do now with what the situation is as an objective thing versus how we feel about it?
Should we talk about that? Or not?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. You want to wait till after this gets started? We're going to take a little player break here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Use the bongo.
Okay. Now we're back.
We're back. We're so back.
We're so back. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this has been an interesting set. It's still far from over.
Yeah.
Chris is not even
Anybody's
reached the halfway
game.
point.
He
Ray's
is
two
at the
off,
precipice
basically.
of the halfway point.
This has been a match. You just got to see how the momentum swings are, you know.
Yeah.
13 is a long way to go.
True that. True that.
There can easily can be lulls in
Sam Cook
mentality.
says that Christian has this in the bag.
If things continue, he's very likely to win.
The
If
way they
there's-
have been, yeah.
We'll see how it continues to go. It's definitely interesting. I'm staying till the end. I hope you all do too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
This is looking like, ooh, we got a little bit of unfortunate there. Dry break and hooked on the one.
Misfortune, right?
No.
Would it be
depends on how good
misfortune or
this shot
unfortunate? Is unfortunate a word?
No. It can be.
Just like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
There's so many things that actually just unlock the door for like having a philosophical conversation about the word misfortune. When is your direct fortune being affected or long-term fortune being affected by this shot? It's impossible to know.
No one knows.
He could two-rail kick, make this ball get straight in on the 2 to roll down for the 3 if he hits it really nice, in which case it would be a real and an awesome shot that he would have been able to pump himself up with.
Match highlight for sure.
So it almost matters more like, or, you know, if he was straight in on it, he could run all the way out to the 10 and miss, you know, and that could have been something that happened. So it just depends on how you think about what could be happening, you know. He's going to push out. No kicking at this ball. You don't want to make it too tough for yourself. Oh, man, this is a jump to a kick shot. I like this for Ray. Is the score updating?
That's what I'm looking. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're live. Digital pool if y'all want to look at that. It's the same scores on the screen, so I don't know.
It's not really that big. It's not that impressive when the bracket is only 4 people.
We're doing it, though. This is the beginning. We're building infrastructure for the pool hall.
Oh, man.
I want everyone to really think, to hopefully they can see that's what we're doing. This table. And if y'all don't think that we're going to keep working at it, you know, and just, we're still here. Trust me. We're going all the way with this. Thank you for joining us, everybody.
Yeah.
6-2. 13-9 race originally. We've wiped that out. Now we're basically in Act 2 right now.
Which is an even race to 7.
Yeah.
I already fed you.
The dog wants to eat again if anybody
Heard
cares
that.
to hear. And he just got a treat within the last 5 minutes.
One of the good ones, too.
Dang. And it was one of the good ones. See how he's ungrateful. He really is. It's okay. He's teaching us how to be more grateful.
Ain't that the truth?
He's a little bit tricky here. I kind of liked playing 2 rails through the 6-7 for shape on the 2 versus this shot. Yeah, over there. And you want to be thinner. I put it cue ball on the side rail. There you go. There you go. And now you're just going to play left English and let the left English take hold.
There you go.
Nice.
But then if you're here, right, then getting on the 3 isn't exactly
Yeah.
easy. You got to draw the...
You got to draw straight back. There was nothing to do but try to get straight in on the 2, I thought.
And now you got to get to the side, right? Because you can't really go in the top left past the 9.
Here, yeah, I don't think that I would be consciously trying to get shape necessarily. My goal would be to draw the ball far enough to not be hooked.
Like so.
Yeah, it wasn't like that was really nice. It wasn't like he could automatically get shape on this 3. You'd have to get really nice on it because the 4 is kind of an awkward spot as well based on where the 3 is.
Yeah, you're right, Rob. Definitely a strong shooter.
He's played safe.
Dun, dun, dun.
Man, that looks pretty locked down.
Yeah, it does. From pretty much all angles, it's like, you could do the right side rail and then down to the bottom rail. Do it like 2 rail. But that's not exactly easy either.
Maybe a Massey's there.
Yeah, you could do that too.
This is tricky, very tricky. I don't know if the Massey is like legit. Maybe he can actually hit the side rail just a little bit with that swerve. And then just thin off the 3 on the way out.
Ooh, nice.
Well, you got a hit on it.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I didn't see that he was going between the like 5, 6, 7, just kind of like.
What if he was playing the combo there or just
running the gauntlet
safety
between the balls there?
Yeah, this has gotten a little bit more doable here.
Yeah. Thunderbird Tavern. What's up, guys?
Oh, is this where Christian's Monday night tournament that he plays is at?
Yeah, I think Thunderbird Tavern. And
you mentioned somebody was gonna be watching.
Yeah, that one's up north, and then got Ox Billiards watching, I think, and we got Scratch maybe watching. Who knows? Yep. Got everybody watching. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, appreciate everybody that's come and watched. Ooh, a little thin. This is makeable. This is just a speed shot. You got to trust your speed here. If you slow the cue ball down by hitting it full, you're going to miss this one every time and sell it out.
Please like and subscribe too. You can also enter our $200 giveaway that we're having on Facebook. The link is pinned to the chat if you want to get in there. Oh, just overcut that ever so slightly.
All right. There's another opportunity for a race. 6 balls.
Can be run.
5's in the jaws, but a little bit on the rail, so he's going to have to do something to get on the 6 here.
Yeah.
I like just being, you got to be a little bit loose with your stroke here and play. I like playing row first with a lot of left English and try to throw the cue ball around table a little bit with that versus using a lot of power. Like velocity of the cue ball.
Yeah, going rail first.
Yeah, just barely, right?
Yeah, it's not that far above it that you just need to like barely hit it. Because, when you're skinning the ball in like that, most of that momentum is going to stay with the cue ball.
Very nice. Just like that.
Come around.
It grabs really nice. You're avoiding that side pocket because you don't have put a lot of velocity on the cue ball.
Well, and that leaves you really good for the 7 in the same side, right? And then you can use that angle to come up table for the 8.
Correct, yeah. And here I think I like to just draw this to the top rail and come back towards the 7.
Yeah.
Not trying to, unless you can really feel comfortable drawing and giving yourself the angle. I think that's enough to where you can punch across now.
Just follow it?
I think he's I don't know if I'd necessarily draw the ball. You really want to use the tangent line with a little bit less. So you got to use a little bit more power.
Just pop it.
Yeah, like that.
Got it. Doesn't look like it goes past in the bottom right. Doesn't go past the 10 really. So you'd be playing it for it probably to the bottom or the top right or the right side.
Depends on what he wants to do with the cue ball.
True.
It's just how aggressive you want to get. I feel like you could easily just go and shoot it softly and then play below the 9, and then you'll have a shot of some sort. If you hit it more power, then you're going to end up right as he hit the ball.
Dang, he made it.
Yep. This is totally fine. Made it with the shot on the 9 and the side.
I guess the benefit of watching it on YouTube is you don't get the same things going on with the screen. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that shot because if you get fortunate and you don't hit it, you're going to be straight in on the 9.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like shooting that in the side. Whatever the easier shot was is what I shoot there and just play the speed.
Yeah.
Those off-angle cuts when you're trying to play perfect cue ball are a lot more difficult. I like to just be able to play like a high ball when the balls are close together like that. You end up getting a throw that you aren't expecting when you use either like the difference between punch and draw and follow when you're close to the object ball are huge. Just got to make this ball. All right, Ray's got a shot here. Pretty good. Christian just hit that a little bit too full. The swerve didn't take effect. I think he put left English, thinking that it was going to swerve a little bit away, and it didn't. Clickety clack of the comment board.
Sorry.
Plus the dog's underneath being very needy right now.
I know, right?
All right.
Ray's got a chance.
Ray's in there. Every game is so huge. You know, you don't think of it at the moment how one game leads to the next. It's so much of it people like teleport to the end and think, oh well, this is how I lost. When there were so many other opportunities probably that you could have just done a little bit better to make your life easier.
Oh, Raymond.
You know, and it is what it is, you know.
All right.
This is the lesson you got to learn is that every shot that you've missed so far was doable, well within your ability, and that now you're just dealing with the mental thing. You've done enough reps physically.
Yep.
Now it's just time to like work on your mental game.
Yep.
And it's such a part of the game. It's huge, you know, to learn how do I got to feel to make this ball. You know, and whatever happens, you know, and like Ray's still showed me that he's got enough, he's in it. You know, Christian's been playing well, but he's mostly just been capitalizing since, you know, the first couple of mishaps. He's been mostly capitalizing on Ray not getting there more so than himself playing above his own par level. This sort of speaks back to the lower players had his opportunities to win and hasn't gotten there, and the higher players not playing their highest caliber pool.
But they're still winning, like making the shot when it like counts at the end, you know. I mean,
exactly.
You know, or sometimes not, and it goes back and forth, and then but they're the first one to do it. You know, there's that too.
Mm-hmm.
Chris is now over the halfway point.
He's moved his break spot. He has not made a ball in the break again. He hasn't made a ball in the break.
No break.
So I think Ray can touch this edge of the 1 so he can play safe behind the 6 here. Here you can use the 3 as well.
I think he could see it.
Yeah.
And he could probably play safe with the 1 behind the 7.
Yeah, just got to make sure that you play the angle so you don't pump the 7 at all.
Right. Who dat?
Well, thanks for joining us, everyone.
Just some
Appreciate
dude.
everybody.
It's Aaron from
What's
Henderson.
Up? Yep, Aaron from Henderson.
I got it right this time, the first time. At least I'm telling myself that. What's up, dude? How you been?
He's got a kick shot, which I'm loving if it's me. That could have been way worse.
Got the good hit.
Yeah, he's not getting
Oh,
very much
nice. In the Philippines.
Oh, nice. Vacation.
Is it vacation or is it work? What's going on?
I hope it's vacation. I'm in for vacation. Well, if it's work, though, actually. As long as you're having fun.
Played in a tournament there last night.
Nice. I'm yet to play pool or be in the Philippines, but someday that would be cool.
I've been to Manila one time, and that was for my friend's wedding. I went to the Philippines. I was in Manila for a little while as soon as I got there, and then we drove to Tagaytay Highlands. Vacation, of course. I love that. And then we went back and stayed. The last night we stayed there, we stayed in the City of Dreams complex resorts and hotels. It was interesting. It was very, very wild. Very beautiful, though.
Chris is in a little bit of a tough spot.
Yeah.
He's looking at leaving himself very long.
Jason.
What's up, Jason? Thanks for joining us, man. Appreciate you. I did not get to watch too much of the stream that you played against Ed Caulfield.
Aaron's at City of Dreams right now. Hey, nice. Which hotel are you at? I stayed at the Nobu Hotel. I had their brunch that morning. It was really epic. You're at Nobu too. That's amazing.
Nice.
Dude, Nobu was sweet, but I had booked like one of the bigger rooms, and the next size up was a suite, and I guess they just upgraded me to a suite. So that was pretty awesome too, for no extra charge. That was pretty great.
Is he playing safe?
I think he might have been, but it didn't work out.
See, this is where
kind of worked out.
Ray
I don't know.
Hopefully Ray sees that he got a little bit of
Is the 10
there.
in the way?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
He's elevated. This is a chance,
Dude, that brunch buffet is epic. It's just like so many of that whole dessert table. At least when I went, they had this huge dessert table, and they had all these different spots. You can get crab and all kinds of different seafood. It was sweet.
Awesome.
Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. But I don't know.
If you ever end up in the Philippines.
Yeah, go to Hotel Nobu, get the brunch. It's sweet. I mean, who doesn't love brunch? We're sponsored by a brunch place.
Yep.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, Bray's just not finishing here.
Ooh, but Chris is a little tree topped over this 9-ball here.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to play a lot of power. So we got Jason. That's cool, man. When I was watching it, I feel like you were down 8-3 when I left it. I was like, ooh, nice work getting it back.
And this is against Ed
Caulfield, yeah.
Dang, nice job. Ed can be tough, especially 9-foot diamonds is baby.
Yeah, he was looking good when I left. Not that I expected anything to happen. So much of pool is it's not over until the end.
Till it's over. You just got to be ready to win, though.
Yeah,
you can't be in a state of distress, because if you are, then you're just not ready to win. And then when you do get the opportunity, when your opponent does mess up, then you don't capitalize because you're still all messed up in your head and you weren't ready to win. Like
this situation here, look at the balls, right? There's 6 balls. Christian has his shot on the 5. What do you think his true percentages of him running out on an average pool day? Because he's not playing above his 606, I don't think. I've seen 600s break and run several racks, get out from everywhere. he's not necessarily doing that. Not to say that he can't, but I'm just saying, with all that being said, what's his actual percentage?
I mean, he played safe.
Even with ball in hand here, what would be his percentage, do you think?
Who
The
knows?
6 to the 7 to the 8. The 8 doesn't pass the 10.
Thanks for checking in, Aaron. See you next time. Have fun in the Philippines.
Right on, yeah. Have fun there. We'll be back. We'll be around.
We'll be here.
Have a great one, Aaron. Thanks for checking in, man. Nice.
Ooh.
Got a bump. That's all you
Yep.
can ask for. See, and he's like, oh, well, look, I got unlucky where it left it. I'm like, dude, you hit the ball.
25% is Jason.
From here, I wouldn't say, I don't think he's 50-50 or better. Which means that if you're Ray, you should actually be liking the spot. If you think about it, if he's less than 50%, you should actually be okay with it. That means you're going to get a chance more than half the time, which is really a lot more than you maybe can ask for on a regular basis.
Ooh, got the roll here. I don't know. Can you see it?
You can see it.
The edge.
This is a shot, though. You know, you're going to be like, I just keep getting opportunities. This guy's not going to continue to get lucky forever. But if you keep missing and leaving him easy opportunities, he will win anyways.
Cross bank with the kick out of the 7.
Ray's tired of it.
Ray is ready.
Now he's actually good. Now the 8 goes in the right side pocket if he gets straight in, and the 7 is helping him with that.
The rage is coming through.
You got to use every emotion that you can to lead you to the promised land.
Lead you to the promised land.
Until you realize that was holding you back, you know.
I'm like singing to my dog here. Sorry.
This is looking good. You just got to make the ball on the side, go forward, just barely touch the rail and come out so you can draw straight back.
Oh, Ray.
It's all good though, you know. You got to try until you figure it out. It's like
you will continue to learn the lessons, or continue to face the situation until you learn the lesson. That's what I meant to say.
You know, which is the thing is to me, the energy that you get, the pump you up energy that you get, that only lasts for so long. And then you have to figure out where the rest of it's going to come from. And you can't just continue to feed negative emotions and then play well off of that over time. Eventually those emotions go away and then you feel a lull. And then if you feel like the negative emotion was making you play good.
Oh, no.
Because that bumps to 10. See, now Ray can go back and forth.
Now Ray's back in it.
Exactly. Back and forth with the cue ball if he wants to.
100%, Jason. I think so too. The Ray on the last 8. Oh.
He's all right here. He's all right.
I like the
Chris is
corner bank.
Ball. Yeah, you like the corner bank. Oh, nice.
Yeah, because it's easier to control the cue ball, right? If you do the cross side bank, I feel like you got to go up and then down the table if you don't want to be doing, if you want to do the short side.
All right, this is a natural rolling ball. Make it and play over to the right side for the 9 to the bottom right. Play to overcut it slightly, and then it'll play to the top, to the side rail if you miss. Nice. All the way down, just a high ball here. You don't even need to use any English because the follow will just get you to move. You're just going to get past the side pocket, hit that 3rd diamond ideally. You don't need any left for this. Whatever you need to do to make the ball, of course.
Well, Ray got fortunate, I think.
Maybe.
I don't think he can make it in the bottom right. I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, he could probably kick and stick, though. There's that.
Yeah, that's better than for Ray than it could have been. Definitely. Hope Ray sees that he's gotten lucky here. You gotta see where you're getting lucky, and then stop worrying about they're getting lucky. They get lucky too, just like you. That's everybody. You know, kick to the right rail and back to the top left. Kick and stick, I think. I think it's gonna. This is really tough to do.
Jason wants tips.
Well, so what you got to do is think about what kind of spin do you need to make a stop shot happen when you're going full into the ball from the rail. So a lot of times it depends on the slickness of the cloth, right? So if the cloth is very grippy, then the cue ball will not. It has to have no spin when it comes off the rail. So if you use follow, then a lot of times the cue ball will hit the ball and then go back to the end rail and back, but it'll also continue to spin out. What you needed to do is have a full contact hit, zero spin. So on that shot, he hit it, I think, proper. It's just that he cut it a little bit, and that's why the cue ball came left and away from the 10. The thing is, the angle of the shot.
Seems like
Ooh,
he's been
cut this
firing these balls in like the last 3 or 4 times that he's gone up to shoot.
Yeah. Ray still hasn't shook it off yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think this is natural through rail position. Just cut it in, play the speed, touch of right English.
There you go. 3 rails around, and
yeah, that's looking good.
Slow down.
Another thing that you consider also, Jason, with those kick shots is that when the cue ball hits the rail, it'll come off slightly sharper most of the time than it would if it was further away, because it's right at the rail. And then once the spin starts to swerve it, then so you got to think about that interaction as well. 8 to
2.
So if you play, sometimes you got to play like a touch of running English to counter the reverse that's been applied, especially on Simonis cloth on a diamond table. If it's not new cloth, it won't slide as much. And then you got to kind of, a lot of shots you think, oh, you got to use a little bit of running, not a lot of running, just enough to counter the way that the ball is going to come off the rail. A lot of it, you just got to kind of mess with it a little bit, but you get a feel for how close it is, because once the cue ball bounces off the rail, then it starts to pick up that follow. So it needs to have almost like draw, which is actually just follow. If you just hit too much follow, then it won't all erase, if that makes sense. Because you're basically trying to do like a stun from the bank rail. Christian has not made a ball here in a while in the break. That 3-6 looks like he goes in the side with some touch. %, Joe.
Oh yeah.
There's been, I think a couple racks where Christian ran out from early in the rack earlier, but not many. And mostly Ray's had chances on the last 3 balls and not gotten there. And it is what it is. You don't win every set playing perfect. You're going to win a lot of sets not feeling like you earned it because your opponent just played worse than that. And that's so much a pool. It's just not following down into that spiral where you're that guy. You just have to accept that sometimes you're going to play bad and you're going to lose.
Dang.
Or you're
I
gonna
think
play
he played
better,
a
you're gonna win.
safety.
Yeah. And that's part of the game is just you gotta be like, you know what? I have to not think about how my opponent's giving me so many opportunities and I just keep not getting there because that's a negative thought. And be like, I'm just going to move myself from this is what's been happening and it sucks to this is the way if I was looking at it that I could be looking at it more positively through just
Reframing
realizing
it.
yeah, you realize that you've had chances and that there's nothing like you're playing against a guy who's giving you nothing. He's not running multiple racks. He's playing plenty of safeties because he himself is not staying in line and he's just playing a good control game, and that gives you a chance to really develop your moving game, which is what you're here for. This is the thing is better players are going to put different looks on you. There's a reason why he's 600 plus Fargo.
Oh, nice shot.
A lot of that he was thinking he was going to scratch and now he's like some sort of way about it.
It's like you think you're gonna scratch, you're ready to for the outburst, and then it doesn't happen, and then you're like, now what do I do?
Yeah, it's tough. This is so much emotional energy gets consumed.
Yes, well, and then it's gonna tire you out here. Too.
I'd be playing safe behind the 5 with the cue ball here. I think he's playing well. I like this bank shot. It's just that it seems to me as though it's hard to get much action on the cue ball without maybe scratching in the bottom right off the 6 ball.
He got left holding the rage. It's like holding the bag, but
dude, there's something to that.
I know, right? Definitely something to that.
Yeah, and he's
still holding on to it.
This is what you get.
You get what you get. I've been there though.
Dude, who hasn't been there? I've broken my cue before.
I've never done that.
Not the cue, the shaft.
I've never done that.
That's why I quit drinking. One reason though. I think sober would be tough for me. I would normally just quit before I got to that point.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
I'm taking a break, but it's been a minute since I got really angry at pool because of pool.
Like Santa.
He's going to be dead behind the 10 here, it looks like.
Yep.
Yeah, he's not playing his position well. This is where you got to flip the mental switch and and just really shift your perspective of what you're thinking about and just be like, you know what? He's not playing that good either. And it's not even that I have to play well. It's just that I have to see that it's okay. That all my fears are mostly unjustified. In fact, all of them are unjustified. He's not playing so good. You're not going to not,
that worked out.
That was a nice shot. And it's just that, if you're in your own head so deep that you can't see that it's all good, then that's where you need to find a way to get to it. So much of it is about crafting a story that makes sense. He's doing okay here. You can kick 2 rails, but below the 8 to thin that ball in. If you can kick it a little wide, or you can use like right English.
Yeah, off the
and
one
then
rail.
Go to the left of the 7 with right and try to get low, which is tougher. In my opinion, the 2 railer is easy. So from here. Well, I'm not sure what's going on.
Between the 7 and the 9.
This has actually gotten really tough.
Yeah, the 5 is like so far away from the 4. And then getting to the 5, like from the 5 to the 6 could be interesting depending on where you start from. Yep, you're right, Jason. You just got to drop the rage. This dude. Bruh.
Is he going to end up straight in or is there an angle? There's not much angle here. It's going to be tough for him to get a lot of action off this rail. He's going to be long on the 6. I think you just got to take your licks here, roll forward.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'd be doing much more. It seems like the big stroke has not really been that successful.
Yeah.
Just not quite dialed in on the equipment. Go to your spot. Lay down.
I'll wash my hands.
Okay. I'm unmuting. All right. Chris has got a long one here. Let's see if he can pull this off. Nice shot. Really nice. Just to make it was good. Trying to get a little better. He's going to be okay here. He's going to stay above the 10. Cue ball low. Touch of right. Not much right here. There's a lot of swerve on this, or a lot of squirt on this table. If you use too much right English, then you'll hit it full. You need to just use draw and just a touch of right. Ooh, he's been getting a lot of love here. It's one of those things where, if the guy continues to get lucky, you really got nothing that you can complain about afterwards. It's just, you got a lot of good opportunities and I wasn't able to really capitalize. But this is a 2-rail kick shot that's actually pretty routine, The 7 is close to the pocket. It's 1.5 inches, 2 inches off the rail, something like that, 1 inch off the rail. Just 2 rails. It smoothly goes up for the 8 if you make it. So you got built-in position. It's all looking really good. He's made it, I think. Nope. Bang. A little bit more speed than that. I liked hitting that with more speed. That's really thin looking. I think he can make this ball with just draw and right English. Oh, he's playing the kick. I like this shot. You got to be aggressive, selectively aggressive when it makes sense. And this is good time as any. Right next to the hole the 7 is. Just going to roll forward. Not knowing the table and the cloth. Seems very disciplined player, very methodical. Has a pretty built-in nice shot, pre-shot routine. A couple times it seems like he may have gone down a little bit fast, but I haven't watched him play so much that I haven't memorized what his mannerisms are. He's been really good about pocketing these long pots, though, since the first half and beyond. All right. Well,
rattled the 9.
Exactly. That was I really thought he was going to make that shot. Honestly, Ray's got another chance here.
Yep. Just got to keep it
Just
together.
got to play shape. Get a feel for the stroke in your mind, and then shoot the shot. That's all there is to it. All the like I can't, and this is not the way I want it to be, and I hope that it doesn't roll off and scratch in the side. All
there
that
you go.
stuff. You got to put that out on your mind and just be like, this is going to just go to this spot. This is where I'm going to shoot the 10 from. And then you shoot it to get it there. Just make this ball nice and smooth.
Oh no.
Dang. Yep. 9-2.
Dang it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to say about this so far. I wonder if Chris is actually going to start playing better or if it's just going to continue like this. Ray could obviously, Ray could be playing better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just, I think my recommendation for Ray is to build into your pre-shot routine a breathing system. And realize that as soon as your breathing starts to get compromised, you start feeling a little bit of tension. It reduces the amount of oxygen that's going to your body because your lung capacities, you're not using your full lung capacity like you do when you're relaxed. And that if you build in breathing into your system, like every shot that I shoot, before I get down on the cue ball, I take a full breath and then I exhale as I'm lowering myself onto the shot. And that's
Hey, he made some balls on the break.
Yeah, that was nice. 8 balls on the table. We got the 3 to the 4 is tricky. Otherwise, it's looking good. 2 to the 3, I should say, and then 3 to the 4 are the 2 key shots here. But like I said, the breathing is huge in pool. It's one of the first indications that you're on tilt is when your breathing is affected. It's very difficult to, in the moment, focus on your breathing enough to get yourself back to calm in a short period of time. It normally takes a lot of time and you have to focus on it as a separate thing. Kind of like you got to let go of the outside environment, let go of the external world a little bit and just go to like, all right, what's important now is that I take as many breaths as I need to calm down, because nothing good will happen to me. My game will not be good until I get back to breathing well. You got to prove to yourself that's true, and then you just got to stick with the breathing as one of the habits you got to develop.
Yeah.
And just letting go of everything so that you can enforce your breathing.
Looks like he's going for a masse jump bank, I guess it was.
Yeah, I think he was about the shot that he was shooting is what he got there, which is to play the two rails and then the cue ball down table where it's at. That was a nice shot, actually. He hit that really well.
All right. See what Chris can do with this shot. Didn't get there. And he left Ray an opportunity to get back in it.
Yep. I think you got to play this with a little bit of speed and go back and forth. Unless the 3 goes below the 7, in which case I still like playing it back and forth.
Yeah.
You'd have to get really, really nice on the 3 to cut it all the way down below the 7. And I think with that much English, you might as well just hit it with a little bit more speed and come back and forth. Okay.
Nice bump.
Bump the 3 or the 4 or the 10. That was nice, actually. Yeah. I didn't really see that happening. Seems like he knew it was going to happen. That was a nice shot.
Well, yeah.
Now he's going to play back between the 4, play the 4 between the 10. What is he doing? Oh, he's looking at the gap. See, there you go.
Can you just play the gap between the 6 and the 8?
You got to hit it right.
Yeah. I guess if you're on the rail, you probably want to follow it out then.
Yeah, now you're playing back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
You leave yourself thin enough to make it easy to go back and forth. I like this shot. You don't want to be too straight on it because then you'll end up having to hit it too hard. This is good, just nice and smooth.
Oof, nice shot.
Yeah, a little bit of body movement in that stroke. Hold it off. There you go. That was a great shot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he's too thin, then you got to go forward. But I like to, if I have a good angle here, I can draw straight up table. Yeah, just a touch of left here. Maybe not. You don't want to go too high.
Slow down.
Good shot. Good shot.
What do you like here? Stop shot or draw?
I like to draw.
Oh, okay.
You got to make sure to make the shot. If you hit this too much speed, then it's no good. You got to hit it with this nice, smooth stroke. Yep. Otherwise, you're playing to bump the 10, and now you're playing for a moving ball. It's a little trickier.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Yeah. Flirting with that side pocket.
Good shot. I mean, you need a little bit less speed than that.
Yeah, for sure. It didn't need to be all like that. But all if that's how you want
it.
See
if you can make this ball here. Get some traction.
In He's there. Perfect.
9-3.
Signs of life.
Wasn't so hard, Ray.
That 13-2 is not happening.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was an out. Ray did the work.
Yeah.
Chris is hopefully, I don't know. I'm rooting for both players, obviously. It's just interesting how sometimes you almost feel a little bit like, oh, dang, this has been handed to me. And I feel like that's where Chris is sitting right now, and it's kind of like a good, bad place to be in where you don't feel like you're really earning it, but you're just coming away with the score left and right, and we'll see how this continues to go on. Ray actually picked one up there. Ray picked one up. So what do we got? 4-6 race.
Yeah, 4-6 race. Oof. Got the 5.
Ooh, and a shot on the 1.
Yep.
Looks like he's going to have to play either the 2-ball combination into the 8. That's what I like playing for that combo. If you go too far, then you can maybe play the 2 in the top right.
Mm-hmm.
The 4 does not pass the 9, it looks like. But you can play the 3 to the left side and go down for the short side of that. So that's not really a big problem if you can stay proper and get good on the 2.
Yeah. Sage advice, Jason.
Oh, that's pretty good, I think.
I hope Ray hears you.
Ooh, little thin. I thought he was going to leave himself for that.
Can he make the 8, though?
I think so.
That
this
cut?
Is not where you want to be, though.
No, true. But, you got to work with what you got, and that's what he's got.
Yeah. I might consider playing safe here, though. Your cue ball is going way wild up into the 9.
Justin Juan, welcome to the chat, my friend. It's interesting.
Always interesting, Justin. Pool is always interesting. Ray's in a tough spot right now. He's kind of dug himself a deeper and deeper hole as we progressed. Chris is playing solid, but not excellent. And Ray's kind of had some opportunities.
Ooh,
and not gotten there.
Fired it in there. And he's going to get the bump on the 10.
That was amazing. Now he just needs to get it proper on the 3, and he's there,
Yeah.
3 to the 4. 4 to the 6.
Yeah.
But it's doable. You just gotta show, just keep shooting the shots that you see.
Until they go in.
Just play this down table and back up. Little thin.
Little thin. Fast too. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just wouldn't. I think I would have wanted maybe less angle.
Yeah.
Here.
I thought
but he could roll it up here, though. That's the other thing, is that if he does a slow cut into the side, he could just roll the cue ball up and get nice on the 4.
I think he's too thin for that, and he's going to have to go into the balls.
Well, what if he... Well, okay. Fine.
I don't know.
Even with draw?
It's just what I think. The draw's not going to slow the cue ball down when it's that thin.
True.
This is good. He's bumped it. Now he can play safe. He can go for it if he wants, but I like to play the 4.
Like bank it out and then keep the cue ball behind the 6?
Or actually, I'd like to play the cue ball up under the 9.
Dang. All right.
If the angle is there.
I just feel like because he's on the rail, that's harder for him to get that kind of action off the 4 with the cue ball. But there he goes, jacking it up. I'll be over here.
You just got to draw the cue ball to the end rail.
Ooh, just like that.
Yeah, you almost got past the side, and that would have been nice. This is left pretty easy jump shot to hit it. I don't know if the 4 passes the 7.
Cut it in the side.
He might be looking to see if he just can shoot right between the 6 and the 9, and that's going to make it hit.
I don't know if he has enough room. Doesn't look like he has enough room.
Yeah, just trying to decide what he's looking at. He's almost in the line where you can see the 4 passing the 7 is what he's looking at.
I see.
Looks like he got his jump cue out.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. Enter our $200 giveaway. The link is pinned to the chat if you're just joining us.
All right. A little bit of love on that 7, not tying up on the 9 ball. This is a spot that you have a chance. You can manage this game by just playing a smart shot, staying in control. Some of this is offense, some of this is defense. When you don't have a ball to make, then you got to play defense, and it's okay. You just got to shoot the right shot that's there, So I like playing low right 2 rails and try to stay above the 6, kind of like where the cue ball is at, so we can go into the 7 or into the 9 to continue to have an offensive shot. From here, you might be able to go forward. You can either try to go with right English and go into the 9, but I actually prefer to just go right back over to where he's at now and play a safety. Use high right, come back to that same spot that he's at and play safe. Or maybe a little bit steeper even.
Made it. Does it go past the 9?
I don't think so. Maybe the carom goes. I think he's playing safe. So you just got to play your safe to like your cue ball's going to rub the bottom of the 9 on the way back up. I like playing that with more follow, like straighter at the ball, and then just trusting that your cue ball is going to roll forward and go straight at the 9. Because that sends the 7 further up table as well.
Right. Here I feel like he can get the bank.
I'm not sure how much he can hit here.
Oh, maybe not. Who knows?
Maybe the bank's there.
It's a hard angle with the camera.
Yeah, that far down the table, it's hard to see. You can hit the edge of it. I know that.
Ooh.
Good shot. A lot of this is just containing safety. Ray can make it or at least get a hit here. If he makes it, he'll definitely looks like he's going to end up with a shot on the 9.
Hmm.
2 rails or 1 rail? Oh, he's gonna get safe for this. Oh,
No.
maybe. No, he doesn't. I don't think so. But it's gonna be tough to get. He's gonna bump the 9 here, making this 7. Looks like for sure. Could be tricky. I thought the cue ball was gonna just travel like another inch and be really tough.
Yeah.
Okay, so he can make it. He's just looking at the carom. Yeah, this is a little bit interesting because if he goes fully into it, he's just going to make the 9 go further away, leaving a longer shot. And if he hits it at like a glancing blow,
Is he calling it in the bottom left, right corner?
I think maybe he's playing safe.
Probably. Oh, dang.
That was wild. I think Ray's just going to leave the balls where they are. I don't know if there could have been like a bigger roll than that without it being a foul. That was wild. Ray's going to have to jack up here. If he hits the edge of the 10, and even if he has a little bit of power, that'll actually make this easier because then the 10 will bump a little bit closer to the, maybe closer to the easier. Ouch.
Dang.
Yeah. Well, another easy, not easy, but the 10 is a little bit close to that side being a tough angle. This is pretty routine, though, I would say still.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what they're looking at. If that was a foul.
If what was a foul?
I don't know what they're looking at.
Mm.
I think the only reason why I'd look at it is if I thought there might be a foul.
All right. Well,
But I don't know if it's the shot beforehand. I mean, the way it would be is that if you didn't call a foul at the time, then it would be not a foul.
yeah.
Unless it was this shot.
Looks like we settled on not a foul.
Play it from here. I like to be as low drama as possible when I'm shooting, like just playing these situations. It's just more energy that you're using.
Tiring yourself out.
Yeah, you can't use it to win with. It's not the difference. One shot or one situation is not the difference. It's like all of the differences. You add them all up, and that's exactly what happened. You change any one thing, and it changes everything. Okay, looks like it's pretty easy in the side if he's playing for it. He's got a nice angle on it to just shoot straight at it, or maybe just a touch of cut. But I think he can draw and make this ball pretty easy. Just followed it in. Nice. 10-3.
Yeah, we got a 3-6 race.
Yeah, very interesting set so far, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to the sponsors, Tibbitts at Fernhill, best brunch in Tacoma, Brunswick Billiards, 180 years in the business. Thanks for the cloth. Northwest Tap. Thanks for all that you do, Ed. Clean Slate Pool Tables, Dom and Tony. Give them a call.
The fam.
Get your pool tables service moved or otherwise.
Yeah, Clean Slate's going to be at that event on August 28th.
The block party,
The block
right?
party at the Cheney Stadium, I think is where it's at.
Cheney Stadium
They're going to
block
give away
party.
a pool table or a shuffleboard.
Yeah. So get in there. Oh, snap, cha-ching. Polston Pot. Let's go. I think this is Chris' first one.
First pocket scratch that I can remember, yeah. So Ray's got an opportunity here. There's just nothing wrong with this rack. The 4 is a little tight on the 7, but that doesn't really mean that you can't get there. It's just an angle thing. I like playing the cue ball to the right of the 1 and shooting it to the left side pocket with follow to get a decent angle on the 2. Probably to play 2 rails from the 2 ball to the 3 by going to the left of the 6. And then you want to get decent angle, I think, to go from the 3 to the 4 by playing kind of where his cue's at, the tip of his cue, to cut the 3 to the left and then go to the right side rail with draw so you can get almost straight on the 4. Then you can go forward from there. The minor adjustment from there. Okay, he's going to punch over because the 9 is blocking his spot that he wants to be, which is totally fine. Doesn't need to move the cue ball a lot here.
You're right about that, Rob. But I think that it's, you see it more at the lower levels, that it's going to be way higher. Not to mention names or anything. But,
Yeah, that one he got down super quick. And he's out of line. He's called the bank, so I think he's playing safe. Yeah. Ray's just a little bit off. He hasn't found a tempo that works for him yet whatsoever.
It's hard to get back in there when you're constantly putting yourself through it,
Yeah, he's shooting a little bit too quickly in some spots. Some spots he's not seeing that he's not making a clear decision. He's getting down without knowing the stroke that he's having to use a little bit because he's not making a clear decision.
Yeah. He has an Easy Street jersey. We should make him a patch and make him put that on there.
Yep. So Ray's got another opportunity here. Just got to draw to get fairly straight on the 4. Just past the middle of the table. Dang, too much. Maybe he was trying to play to both side rails and back, which I like that shot. Just got a little unfortunate there.
Justin, what a great question. So we basically stopped doing the one-on-one matchups because it's a lot of my time and Shawn's time. Sometimes we're back and forth on the phone, messenger, et cetera, for hours a day, just trying to make these matches happen. And so in lieu of that, we are going to continue with the current formats that we have available. So one of those is going to be Mondays. Like today, we're doing the winner take all. I was hoping to announce the players for the third winner take all today, but I'm still waiting for a photo.
Dang.
So that one is actually already booked up. But we'll be making that formal announcement in the next few days. And then on Wednesdays, we're doing Titan of the Table. Bo Bologna has won the last 3 weeks in a row and will continue to do so. We are taking Wednesday and Thursday off next week, so we will not have anything going on Wednesday or Thursday. John Schreiner is playing the last 1v1 match on a Thursday, this coming Thursday. And then next, when we return from going camping, we will be doing the Scotch Scony doubles on Thursdays. So basically, the way it's going to work going forward is minimum 500 robustness required for any of those formats. And then you just put your name on the list. And when you get close, probably a couple weeks out, you'll be notified and asked if you're available to play on that next date. That's how at least the Scotch Scony and the Tighten of the Table is going to work. For the winner take all Mondays, I'm just going to open those up usually around 3 weeks to a month before the next one. And right now, the winner take all number 3 is going to go through the end of August. So it's going to be probably till September to get on the stream. Tighten of the Tables wait list is till the end of the year though. So there's that. But you never know if people like sign up and then they can't play or they got to bow out for a particular day. So you may get further up the list faster than you think just because of people dropping out. But if everybody plays for what they've signed up for, then Tighten of the Table is booked through the end of the year.
Jeez, Ray just barely bumped that ball. He didn't get nearly enough power on it. If he would have just come like a foot and a half closer, this would be so easy, and he's left it really difficult. This has been so many of the shots where he's just kind of like fizzled out and left himself really tough. And it just shows a little bit like he's still a little bit uncomfortable, even though he's getting some of these. And he probably realizes that, and that's what's so brutal about this situation is that he keeps leaving himself really tough spots. Nice shot, and he's coming with good shots too. It's just a matter of putting it all together. I'm always rooting for you, J1. Always. Jeez.
Dang.
Ray is just not doing it tonight so far. It shows.
Well, you can see the disappointment and the in his face with every shot, and every time he comes to the table, he's carrying that disappointment with him, and you can see it.
Yeah.
But you gotta let it go. That's the thing. You got to let it go. If you don't let it go, it's gonna eat you alive, as we are seeing here.
Yeah, it's just so many of these situations were totally doable, and he knows that. That's the thing. It's so brutal about pool.
Oh no. Oh snap. Now Chris is falling.
Polston pot. Cha-ching.
Cha-ching. Polston pot. Rob, we just had to talk about it. And yeah, exactly. Like Rob shows up, Rob opens his mouth. Cha-ching.
I gotta download the app and then get to the 3D printing thing with the Polston pot, Rob, but I'm having a little bit of struggles getting this one to work well. I got already bent one of the extruders with I guess I set up the model wrong and ended up getting messed up. So I'm down to 3 out of 4, but I'll figure it out. It's just a learning curve.
Looks like we're taking a quick player break. So, one moment, right?
Yeah, I don't know who went in the bathroom.
Brandon Kistler, welcome to the chat.
All right. Ready to break. The 5. Boom. Shot on the 1. Looks like it. 6-7 combo. Oh, yeah. Other than that, everything is out there. 4 to the 6.
Yeah.
I think he can make this 1 ball. The 2 looks like it's kind of interfering the cueing. Means I wouldn't want to necessarily put any spin on this ball. Any elevated cue with any kind of spin makes it way tougher. Yeah, Ray can get started here and make a run. Who knows what will happen to his mentality. Way better, I'm hoping. What is this, a 3-5 race right now?
Yeah. 3-5 race. You got to be sick of your sickness, right?
Yep. You got to decide that you're sick first, too, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's another part of it that I'm realizing. It's not just about correcting your behavior. It's just realizing that there's behavior to correct sometimes. You don't realize you've been doing it so long. I think he's okay here to go short side by going follow with left. Then he can go under the 8. Maybe just follow, actually. I don't even know if you need the left. The left would just make it come wider.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to go towards the 6 too much, 2 rails. He's going to go right under the 6-7 here, looks like. Dang. Vicious accidental safe.
He got the roll. Rolls baked fresh daily.
Oh, nice. You guys are getting I like that matchup. 545 versus 542. You guys got to hit each other's DMs up.
Oh, yeah.
This is a tough hit. Looks like the 8 is kind of in the way, too. Then the 6 is in the way of this Jason Shaw high, like low right English masse off the rail.
Whoa.
Yeah, I had very little hope. That was tough situation to be in. I like the idea there. It's better to not hit the 6 or anything like that. It's almost, that makes this, I don't know. Maybe you play the 6-7 combo here. It's 7's right in front of the hole.
You're right about that, Brandon. There's been a lot of rolls this match. A lot.
Rolls baked fresh daily.
I know. That's one of my sweatshirts. We have it on the website. Rolls baked fresh daily.
Yeah, you know, the more misses there are and the more safety plays there are, the more rolls seem like they start to accumulate, you know.
I love croissants.
They've been playing their cue ball a little bit loose.
Justin.
We're never going to talk about it, J1, because we're about changing behavior, not pointing out that your behavior is, you know, whatever. We just be like, y'all know better. Now we're just expressing the fact that we know that you guys know that you can do better and that y'all know you can do better.
And the expectations herein.
And you know what to do. We don't have to talk about what to do. Everybody knows what to do.
Right.
Nobody needs to be talked about like they're 10 years old again.
Right. No bullying. We don't need to pick on anybody.
Jeez, is he hooked on it?
Dang, bro. Looks like maybe. Looks like probably.
Yeah, I think Ray could have done a lot with that shot, and he just chose to try to play perfect.
Chad. What's up, Chad? Welcome to the chat.
See, Chad coming with solutions. Y'all are be like, who was it? Be like, can we talk about solutions here?
I know, right?
Thank you, Chad, for bringing us back to the straight and narrow.
I know that's right.
I think Ray's got to kick this in the side. I don't see any other shot.
Kick it in the side, Ray.
Kick it.
In the side.
7 is right there.
Dun-na-na-na-na,
If you make it, and he can hit it, I'm sure of it. I don't like this kick shot. I don't know what he's trying to do here. You're tree topped over it to kick it that way to the top rail. There's so much more you can do with the level cue. There you go. Bottom left or the right side, left side, either way.
That's right, Chad. That is absolutely correct.
Can he hit it?
In pool as in life.
Hit the edge of it.
Kick it. Did he call that? Please tell me he called that. He did not. Oh, bruh.
He called the bottom.
Dang it.
I like kicking it in the side. It looked like it's just a kick and stick. Play the two rail speed. Safe. Dang. All right. Well, Chris is going to have to run out from here. It's still same old, same old. You got to prove it.
Oh, and Justin, I was going to say, I don't know if you know about the Scotch Scony doubles situation, but you can sign up as a single player and just take whoever we give you as a match as your partner, or you can sign up with a doubles team. But it's going to be like a Moscone style format, doubles, combination of singles and doubles against the other team in a Fargo fair match race based on the average of your team's Fargo.
That was really close to not having a shot. He almost didn't scratch and didn't have a shot, but it looks like he can go forward here.
Poof.
Made it. All right. This is to go to 11-4.
Yep. Shawn is excluded from this.
You think that's going to make your life easier, J1? It won't.
Dang.
It's set up to be harder, actually.
Yeah, because then you got to go to more games if Shawn's your partner.
If the average is 12, what is it, 1230, then our average will be 615. And if the two 400s show up, then we got to give them 16-6. So you like comfortable trying to win 75% of the games? Because that's what would have to happen. I mean, I'm down to try it, but trust me, it's not as easy as you think.
Justin has no fear.
To me, it makes sense to have like a team that's got more balance. It's just for psychological.
And Shawn always defaults to me as my partner if we're playing Scotch doubles.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
Polston pot.
Polston pot. See?
Rack. This is an open rack.
Rob, this one's for you.
I think they have options for scented and unscented in most things, Joe.
I know, right? Even trash bags now you can get scented.
Hey, you know wild. What? I feel like that's an idea that's worth exploring for some people, man.
Only when used. Gross. That was nasty.
All right, Ray, let's go. You got this. You know what to do. So much of this is just, you got to let go of everything and just decide that it's time. And then you just forget about all your excuses, all the reasons why you're not playing good, and just get back to it.
Dude Wipes would be a solid sponsor for ESB.
Come on, bro. I mean, if they gave us a lot, then I'd be happy to have them sponsor us. But
Come on now.
We're not trying to promote too many of these like 24-hour sessions just because we're going to be open 24 hours. Dang, Ray, what was that? That was wild. It's almost like he's like waiting to see when it happens that he makes the mistake. It's like interesting. And he's still actually, believe it or not, it's not over yet. 5-2 race here.
A case of it, Chad? What?
Dude, Chad's a golfer, man. He needs it, you know? Get
Got
out
it.
there,
Yeah,
do a
you
little
could be
bit.
in the hot sun.
You might not be able to get to the restroom right away. Getting a little bit tinky, a little bit hot. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Agreed, Chad. I hear you. I've been there as well. This is one of those things. I have the utmost in sympathy for Ray's situation, which he knows that he's underperforming and he can't shake it off. And he knows that that's the brutal part about it, is that he knows that it's not going to work and he's doing it anyways. And he can't figure out how to just
stop and let it go.
And let it go. Yeah, exactly what she said. Because that's exactly when he's at. Look at this. Look at this. Christian is in a tough spot here all of a sudden.
Yeah, because like the 8's in the way.
The 8 might be in the way. Bounce. You know? And yet Ray's still like, he's looking at all this and he's like, man, I can't believe how this guy's not really playing that good and I still can't win any games. You know, it's so tough. You can always create a negative narrative in your mind. It doesn't matter what's happening.
Yeah.
I like elevating and punching below the 9 for the 7 in the bottom right here. That's the least amount of English, least amount of. All right. Nice. I didn't know if he could go above it. That's obviously the shot if the 8's not in the way. Pretty routine here. You got to go 2 rails, and you like going a little bit deep so that you don't come too far up table and leave yourself thin on the 8.
Oh no.
Scratch.
Cha-ching, Polston pot. This has been interesting. I feel like Chris has gotten a couple of these lately.
Yeah. Chris has been making some errors, scratching a little bit more often. At the beginning, he was not doing that. It's 11-4 right now. It's a lot of pool that's been played. We've been here 3 hours.
Oh, yeah. Finals is going to be R13. So we're going to take it up a notch.
Way longer. Not way longer, another 10%. Nice. So much of this, you got to realize you're going to lose focus at some point. It's almost best to just relax knowing that that's going to happen and just being like, yep, I knew that was going to happen. I just got to refocus.
Yeah. All right, Ray.
Ray's looking good to go 11-5.
Yep. You're going to let go all of those 10 balls that we missed already, and we're going to shoot this shot in.
This is right up your alley.
Make it happen. In there.
Oh, it can happen.
11-5. Oh, yeah. 2-4 race. How about it, Rob? Is it going to make it to the Hill Thriller? Are we going to get there? Rob was like the number 1 Hill guy last time. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it's Hill has been happening, and then when it doesn't happen, it's like, why is Hill not happening?
I know, right?
It's set up to be Hill, I told you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the better player. Oh, nice, Justin. Justin's getting in. He's like, oh, yeah, Hill, let's go. Brandon, we need commitment here. Hill or bust.
Yeah. You got to decide once and for all.
Rob's in.
And Ray's break is solid. It's like he doesn't have a shot on the one here, but he's been making a ball almost every rack. He just needs to play a good move, and he's good to go. This is the game, You can shoot this 1-3 combo, and you can take a risk, or you can play safety of some sort, which is also a risk. You just got to decide what kind of risk you want to take, and then just shoot your shot. I'm not wearing my shoot my shot hoodie, though. I need to get that one out. It's underneath. It's been summertime, so I've been not busting out my hoodies. I like shooting this combo, though.
The 1-3?
Yeah, why not? Gotta give yourself a chance to get in gear. It doesn't seem to me it's that thin. If it is hard, then you don't have to. Then you literally could just then shoot the 1, bank it towards the 3, and go use right English and go towards the 8 with your cue ball. There's not much that has to happen here to get safe. That's a good shot. You left the edge of it, but that's okay. It's very, very long. Yeah, J1. I don't know that Chris has played relaxed at all. He's just sort of taken the advantage of the late mistakes that Ray's made. He's had a couple of outs, but not a ton of strong play, I would say, other than being really intelligent about playing some good moves and kind of making it tough for Ray. And then Ray's kind of hasn't felt comfortable because of that, maybe a little bit.
Rob's getting wild out there.
Oh, dang.
Right Colson pot. Cha-ching.
Right in the hole. That was
it's
wild.
Swished.
That actually, I like that shot that he played. He had to get around the 6. I thought that there was hitting the 6 was some.
Dang.
All right.
Chris has scratched 5 times.
All right. Ray's got a chance here. As good as it gets. 8 balls, 9 balls on the table, but they're all right there. The 8 to the 9 is the toughest shot, I would say. Everything else is played through the middle of the table. I think the 5 passes the 9 to the bottom right. If that doesn't, then that's actually the toughest shot. Now you can draw to the middle of the table here, and then you're just playing 3 shots out of the middle of the table. Straight across, or you can draw to the middle of the table. Depends on what you like for your stroke here. Just got to pick one. He's left himself a little bit long here. He's gonna have to dig on this one and draw back, I think. Maybe using a draw stroke, but punching the ball over towards the 10 could help you.
Oof.
Looking like a combo, but it's a little reverse cut, so it's kind of thin.
Yep. And it's steep.
Yeah, got to spend some time. Let the shot come to you. Can't force it. That's not how it works. It's one of the things I've been really, really working on is letting the shot come to me and not trying to dictate how I'm supposed to do it. Every moment is a little different. Your energy is a little different. Sometimes you get a little overhyped. You got to slow down a little bit. Sometimes you're feeling really good and you can just see it right away. You don't get to dictate that, though.
The bank is definitely open, Joe. A dude wipe sound effect? I don't even want to know what that would sound like, Jason, honestly. Yikes.
Safety. I like banking the four to the top of the end rail and just super thin. Play the cue ball down below the 10. Yeah, if you can hit this 2.5 diamonds up on the left rail from the bottom, that's where I like hitting it, to go 2 rails below the 10. A little far down. This is good, though.
Bank is open.
The bank is open. I don't know that Christian is going to take that shot, though.
I know.
It doesn't seem like that's the shot that he likes.
I would
here.
take that shot. That's all that I know. But I go for too much in 10 ball, to be honest.
Jeez. Got it safe.
He could play the gap between the 10 and the 5 off the kick. That's what I would do.
I think he can play to the right of the 9. Is that
Yeah, he can also. No, I was saying the left side. Go off the left rail and go between the 5 and the 10.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can swerve this a little bit and get a little bit of right English, then that gives it a bigger pocket to look a bigger ball.
Mm-hmm. Poof.
That's really nice.
So close to the 9.
I think that's going to curve up and give him a shot. Just got to take what you get here.
You get what you get.
Just got to use enough low to get the tangent line result here. Not enough to draw it into the side. Or if you're thin like that, then you got to come back 2 rails back and forth, I'd say. I don't like hitting it soft.
Jay, you know I'm going to go for the bank. Don't even play.
Yeah, that soft stroke, it's easy to throw the ball. You got to be really dialed in. Because he was trying to get draw on the cue ball. That's why a lot of times you hit it full, because you don't want to put the stroke that you need. Oh geez, is he gonna come up?
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna get a little bit of a bounce, but not as much as he'd like.
Not as much as he'd like. That's a good way to say it. I think he can make it.
Oh yeah, it's makeable. Gonna send the cue ball flying though. I feel like.
Yeah. Could scratch potentially off the 9 or just straight into that the bottom right.
Mm-hmm.
Might be so thin that doesn't happen though.
There he goes.
Oh, is he gonna be behind the 8? Behind the
10?
Ooh, talk about a roll right there.
Where are my croissants?
Jump cue all day. This is why I have a jump cue for this type of shot, where all you have to do is get over it. 8's right there. Hit the ball. You're almost guaranteed to make it. Cue ball is going to go back up table for the 9. I could see him having like ball in hand position after this shot. It's like that nicely set up for you.
Nice shot.
Ooh, stop shot. It's pretty long. Nice jump though.
Yeah, I feel like you could follow it and just hit the bottom rail and come back up.
Just make it with the right speed.
Yeah.
All right, here's a tester. Pretty good. Yep,
Yeah.
just came up nice. Good shot.
Chad, Jesus. You're hilarious.
All right, to go to the hill.
Hill
Hill
5.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Enter the $200
Enter
giveaway.
The giveaway.
You get $200 of stuff.
Get on our Facebook, interact with that post, the giveaway post. You can get up to 4 entries, depending on all the stuff that you can do. You do not have to be a subscriber to our YouTube, although that is preferred for us and it gives you an extra entry, an extra opportunity.
Gives you an extra entry.
Sign of appreciation for everyone. Gives everybody a chance that's in here checking us out.
Yeah, and everybody who's already subscribed can do the stuff and still get in.
That's right. You just got a screenshot that you're subscribed, send it to either the post or to the Vic's DM or the Easy Street DM or mine. Probably the Easy Street one is the best, or Vic's, because she's really keeping track of that more so than me.
Yep. I got a spreadsheet like every account. Hey,
Ooh.
made a ball of the break.
Oh, the one ball got kissed a little bit low, but he's actually looking okay here. It was looking really nice sitting in front of the side.
Oh, snap. We got Bo Bologna in the chat. What's up, Bo?
What's up, Bo?
Looking for
He's
reps with
play.
Chad. Getting warmed up for his match.
Be right back.
All right. Shawn's taking a little bit of a break. So you guys are stuck with me for a little bit. Are you ready for Wednesday, Bo? All right. Made that shot. Our screen actually froze a little bit when he made the one, so I didn't actually see it go in. But I see it on the replay. It was good. Brandon, Bo is still the titan of the table, as we call it. But yes, he has 3 weeks in a row put people down. So yeah, he's looking to get his 4th week under his belt this coming Wednesday against John Casey.
Jeez. That was almost super, super, super tough. I think Ray can maybe touch the edge of it or use a little bit of left English and elevate to get a masse. That was a good shot.
Oh, no. Close. Good.
That was a good shot.
It was great. It looked like the danger zone was happening with the corner pocket there. He's making Chris work for it, though.
Absolutely. I mean, based off the way this whole set's gone, either player can win 4 games in a row just by playing a little bit better than they've been playing. Obviously, Chris doesn't need to, but Ray's had enough opportunities.
Oh,
here's another one. Ray's had enough opportunities. He's played smart pool, gotten ball in hands. He's had good chances to run out. You know, a lot of positive things to say about what Ray's doing. He just hasn't been able to execute at the end of the racks. You know, a little bit under hitting some shots, causing him to have to shoot a little bit too many long shots, some of which he's made, some of which he hasn't made, you know. Just got to tighten things up just a little bit. Be a little bit more confident. Yep, I think he's good here. You just got to get shape on this 3.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's what you want to do. Just scoot right past as close to that 4 without getting behind it as you can. Now you just make this and roll forward. Just kind of like hit it soft. Geez, I think he's hitting it thin and he's going to try to go 4 rails all the way around. This is wild. Maybe he's drawing.
Whew.
Yeah.
Didn't do himself any favors there.
He didn't feel like he could hold it for that 4 on the side, I guess.
I think he's trying to like hide the cue ball behind the 6.
Yeah, I think this is tricky because I think it looks to me like the right angle to shoot the 4 would be right at the 7 to get that angle to go behind the 6, but that'll stop the 4 ball. So then you got to aim a little bit too far, a little bit more to the right. And that's going to
leak out.
This is okay, though. He doesn't have a direct shot at it, but he's going to be able to play safe.
It banks in the side.
Pretty sure here.
I know. What about playing off the bottom of the 4 and then like banking the 4 behind the 7 and playing the cue ball up the table?
You could do that. The thing that I see about leaving any shot on the 4 if you go down table with it is that now if you make the 4, the cue ball is going to be up table to shoot the 5. So any shot that Ray can make here is going to sell out the 5 ball. And if you played the other shot you might have done is bank the 4 to the spot where the cue ball is at now. And then even then now it just seemed to me as you could get the 4 out of play easier by banking it towards the 7. Yeah. This is tricky though. He's left Ray really awkward angled. So even though he didn't get hooked behind the 7, it's a pretty good shot. It's a little risky for Chris though. If Ray makes a good shot here, he's gonna have a prime opportunity at the 5.
Yeah, for sure. Interesting the way he like it was when on his follow through he kind of like jabbed through the ball, it looked like.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he liked the shot and he just shot it anyways.
Yeah, totally.
It's difficult to talk yourself into anything some of the time. But that's one of the things about pool is you got to talk yourself into something. And so much of this is once your emotions are kind of in play now, you can't really talk yourself into anything that you really want to do. That's part of like the thing. Oh, geez. Is he going to scratch? Almost. He did scratch. Jeez.
Cha-ching, pulse and pot.
Wild. This is so wild.
I know, right?
This is almost feels like it's destiny to go hill, and neither of these players are really going to feel like they deserve it. Breaking up his standard of play just a little bit here. Man, Chris has left them opportunities. See, this I don't like. Just drawing straight up. I like to go forward and to the top rail and back up. Yeah. When you already don't trust your stroke, you don't have to trust your stroke. There's other shots. Now he's already mad. It's like, you're just trying to twist the cue ball and do something cute when you haven't been able to do that yet. Just gotta make the ball go 2 rails. Scratch, jeez.
Dang, ching.
Another
Again,
one.
and another one.
I feel like this is it, though. That was probably
This
it.
is it. Yeah, Joe, I agree with you, but I think it's not exclusive to after. I think you really need to start with that, and I think if you start with the mental game, or at least, like as soon as you think about working on your mental game, you should be doing that concurrently with your other stuff.
Yeah. I would say that a reason, if your fundamentals are super good and you don't run out that good, a lot of that has to do with the fact that you're trying to rely on fundamentals and not having a solid mental game. And there is a balance. I've definitely spent time working on my fundamentals, but I sort of gave up on it, realizing that I'm never going to be good enough to be a professional pool player, because no professional pool player has rock solid, perfect fundamentals, except for the ones that started when they're 3. And I'm not one of those. You just have to deal with what you've got and just be okay with being not having great fundamentals, and just overcoming that with ability, and just trying a little bit harder, for instance, or just being solid, forgiving yourself for not putting a great stroke on the ball every time.
Oh, Bo, at Scratch, there's always a Tuesday night tournament with Christine and Joe Steiner and Christine McGilvery put on. And so we typically go to that on Tuesday nights. But we got the kid this week, so I don't know if we're going to make it out tomorrow night.
Yeah, probably going to rest.
Yeah, we've been really busy.
To close it out.
For the moolah. No, for the finals. For the finals. All right.
All right.
Chris EIBERGER
takes it down.
Is moving into the finals with Brian Trudeau next Monday, August 10th. We will be doing the draw for the winner take all 3, I think, on that day as well. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm going to go find them. I'll be back.
All right.
Well, I won't be back.
I think Ray's coming in first.
All right. You in? Yep. Okay.
Oh, I know the drill.
Yeah.
Great.
Mr. Lewis.
Well, I already feel like I know what you're going to say, but I want you to say it anyways. How do you feel?
I really appreciate you and having me over, getting into the second WTA. It's not everyone gets the experience, so I'm going to take that and build on it. I mean, I don't think there's anything to say. I think I left it all out on the table there for everyone to see. So
yeah,
I don't think there's anything for me to commentate on it, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, I hope you watch it later when you have a little bit of time and distance, and then come up with a few strategies. I definitely spoke about a few things that I thought maybe could help you long term, that you could habitualize, that could help you in these situations. So much of pool is like, when you start to downward spiral and you see that that doesn't actually necessarily make it go away. You have to eventually figure out a technique, that is special to you. That's what's so tough about pool, is there's no cookie cutter answers. But, I felt like you had opportunities, which and then I think that by not capturing those, it kind of threw you even worse into a spiral where you're like, dang, until the end where.
Oh yeah, I sharked myself after game 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yep.
All right. Well, I don't want to get too deep into this, because we can have a long conversation some other time. But
yeah, well, I got to pay you extra for that, so we'll see you next time. Thank you.
All right. So we're gonna get Chris EIBERGER in here, and then we'll let you go. So Chris is gonna move on to the finals versus Brian Trudeau, and I believe that it might be an even race to 13. It might be one game off, because Brian's Fargo is 585 versus 606, so it's going to be an even race, I think, and that's going to be an interesting set. These players, Brian and Chris, both play kind of a good control game. Decent shot making, decent runouts. It seemed like they were breaking the balls pretty equally. Brian seemed like he was breaking balls good last week. So I'm excited to see how that goes. And the winner of that will get $1,000. No one has won any money yet. Thank you all for joining us. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. We got a $200 giveaway when we get to 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube, and that's a Facebook giveaway. So if you go to our Facebook, then you can get involved in that. So thank you so much. All right, we got Chris.
Hello.
Wow, that was super interesting set, and not necessarily in the like exciting way, but it is what it is. How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I feel good. I think my very first break was good, so I thought like, hey, and then I made a few easy mistakes here and there.
Mhm.
He didn't capitalize, so did I also not sometimes.
Yeah.
But overall, kind of happy, but could play better for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, was a good experience for sure.
Yeah, I don't know how much experience you have playing these stream matches or anything like that, so there's always a little bit. Plus, it's a new table for you. So
Yeah, that's
there's a
my
lot of
fourth one.
challenges.
I played two in Ox. I
Okay.
lost both at Ox. I played one with Patrick like 2 years ago, which I won.
Oh,
And this
okay.
is my fourth one, like stream match.
Nice. So yeah, you're pretty new at it, but you're
Yeah.
getting there. Cool. Well, yeah, I mean, you stayed tough. You made the shots when they counted, and that's really all
Yeah.
you can do. You got to forget about the mistakes. Forget about the situation, right, and just be like, the shot's there.
For sure.
I gotta make the shot.
And I really
You-
tried to focus on
Yeah.
my mental game, sitting in my chair, forget about everything.
Yeah.
And say like, looking forward, next shot
Mhm.
counts, and
Exactly,
forget about
yeah.
the past.
You don't always play the best pool that you can play, but it's not even required. So much of pool is like just doing enough.
Yeah.
And you definitely did that. You made a lot of clutch shots. You made some good shots at the end. You did make some mistakes, but it seemed like he wasn't forcing you to pay for those a little bit. But I like the way you're moving and controlling it, and that's part
Thank
of
you.
the inertia of it where, yeah, he had open opportunities, but you kept him really stifled for long periods of time, and that can help them not play as well,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. It's part of the grind of it.
And then he was, I think it was what, 11-2 or 11-3 when he loosened up. So he
Mhm.
was much faster on the table. He made the balls, and then he
Mhm.
made 3 balls, like very confident,
Mhm.
and then missed the third to last, I think.
Yeah.
And he tried
Several
something
times,
different, which
yeah.
is great, I think.
Mhm. Yeah, you
When you're
gotta
not
try to
coming into your
expand.
game. Yeah. Not
Find
happy
your
with my
way.
break today. Scratched twice.
Yeah, your break
But-
was on in practice. I felt like
Yeah.
early on, and then it slowly kind
Yeah.
of like got
So I
less and
tried a
less.
few sides, but didn't work out. There was actually one very good break, which I
Mhm.
didn't capitalize either. But I think the performance today I can build on.
Well, you got there, so you're
Yeah.
going to play in the finals. So I think next week's going to be an even 13-13 race. I'd have to look to make sure you're slightly
I think it was
above Fargo,
yeah.
but 20 points I don't think is
Yeah.
enough to add a game. So
And it's
that'll be exciting.
13-13. Yeah.
Yep. And then the winner of that will get the 1,000. So that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Let's see.
All right.
Thank you, Shawn, for having me.
Hey, thanks for
Thank you
coming.
very
I
much.
appreciate you driving down. I know it's a
Yeah.
little bit of ways, but
An hour and a half. I hope it's
that's
faster
what
now.
it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
All right. Well,
Cool.
do you got anything else to say to the folks?
No, everybody watching, thank you very much for tuning in. Like and subscribe for Shawn's and Vic's stream. Good
Yeah,
stuff out
appreciate
here
that, man.
in
Thank you.
Tacoma. And keep on going. Good work.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we're
Appreciate
doing it. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Have a great night. We will see you on Wednesday or hear you on Wednesday, talk to you on Wednesday.